Welcome to the Legends campaign. I'm Logan. This is session 5, I believe so.
Session 5.
And we are back in the Feywild. We have a sponsor today.
No.
Grab Daisy.
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 I don't think she's in shot.
Daisy, Daisy.
If you hold her out in front,
Daisy.
you're in shot.
Go get in front of the camera.
This is
Come
Daisy.
on.
Welcome, Daisy.
Guest sponsor
Daisy.
for this week.
Next
The
is
mother of last week's sponsor.
Right.
Here you go, Daisy.
Motherland.
Thank
She
you for
literally
the
is.
announcements. We're literally just like every other D&D channel because that's important. No, that's what we bring. Right?
Nice.
You want to see more cats?
We're gonna
We're gonna bring more
100%
cats.
record a sponsorship from Kevin, and we'll edit it into next week's.
Sometime.
Yes, got Shorty. Found my Shorty. Yeah. Now that sounded
Oh,
bad.
You may have seen.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You may have seen that the
Oh, yeah.
board here
That's-
is water.
That's your, I like that one.
We are still among
He looks like he's
the
from one James
domain of
Bond.
the light.
Yeah.
The spring. Live and let die. I think
Right.
it was.
Home to Queen Mob, the rain dancer. This beautiful, elegant, tall MILF, right?
Milk.
We got a
You
milf
have to
in the
go with
building.
Well,
milk.
she doesn't look like a young, inexperienced fey pixie or anything. No, she looks like a regal.
Hang on. Time out. Where's this pixie coming from? I was setting up the.
Feywild, the one
I-
we bedded last time.
Oh,
I'm not.
okay.
I'm
okay.
comparing fey
Oh, that's
creatures.
right.
Okay, sorry.
That's right.
This is an archfey, a being of
Is that
reverence
Kevin?
and respect, and in this
That's
instance, a being that you have just saved. So while we get back
Is it
into
a black cat in a hood?
no,
Actually, I made him to look like me. I'm gonna describe it
He's
whenever
just-
I make him.
it's the interior of Queen Mob's sort of living fortress.
I like to
that-
think you named him after my cat. I'd like, you did? Yes!
That our party, the legends, find themselves in.
You made it into the
Okay. Okay. So he went and bedded the Spring
Mom.
Court mistress.
After a brief, seductive interaction from puppets,
Okay, cast Mordecai from my
and a
beautiful
shadow of
mansion.
that.
she sort of goaded him to cast his spell. So for everyone, you've cast Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion. Now, before we get to the description of said mansion, I'd just like to ask who's going to loot the body. We already established that there was
I will fight you.
there was
I can
one.
roll.
What? Sure.
No additives.
Most of the
found it.
foes that fell
Can I take that roll?
had weapons that broke. We're not looting for anything right now.
Well, we're rolling off to see who loots.
First.
Natural 20.
I was gonna
Luck
have
point.
you get there together.
Ow!
Oh, we're doing it together, is what he said.
Technically, the best you could do is give yourself advantage from that.
Well, I rolled a natural 20. Can I have heroic inspiration?
You know what?
First roll of the night, I rolled a nat 20.
We're about to get heroic inspiration back if you didn't even spend it from the
We're
fight.
just-
Because I'm a
It's just
musician.
What can I have?
It's just a fun roll.
And I had a fun description.
You
for
have
that.
heroic
It
inspiration.
was
If you already
in
have
my
it, you can give
dice
it to another
bag
person.
still. I dumped it out. I said, can I take that roll? You said no, it was a natural 18. Rolled in the dice, sorry, natural 20.
You
I'm
got-
trying
That's
to.
the dice that rolled a
Here,
natural
guys,
25 times.
Hang on.
I'm trying to bring you into this. So, I don't care what you rolled for this. The two of you reach the single lootable corpse,
Oh,
and
same.
you look over it, and you can see
I knew this
that
too.
the previously invisible lich that basically vaporized to dust, but left a couple of like artifacts and pieces. It's got a case that Isla might recognize from another life. That there's this like eloquent looking 3-tiered sort of scroll case that appears to have like a scroll launching mechanism sort of thing where you can like quick draw the scroll. It only has one in it, but right, it's a Mediterranean thing.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
thought so.
but
I
the-
thought Isla didn't have it in a different life.
It's you've seen those.
Mm.
It was what it would have been. So there's one scroll in that as well as another similar looking baggie. But otherwise, there's some like
Baggy.
I'd say there's like some jewelry worth like 100 gold on him. He doesn't have a lot.
I have gear that's worth a good amount. Do you want the jewels?
Sure, I'll take
You
it.
said a bag fell out?
It's a necklace. It's 100 gold worth necklace.
Is that what was in the bag with
There's-
the jewels?
No, there was something that he was wearing, like
Uh-huh.
a lich adorned himself with something that
Uh-huh.
they didn't vaporize with it, and then some sort of magical bag alongside a like a component pouch.
Can I roll an Arcana?
Yeah. Are you trying to see if it's like trapped or something?
I guess I'm just trying to figure out if it's magical. Because you said it's just a bag, right?
Oh yeah. If you're trying to devise if it's magical, go ahead and this would be an investigation check.
Okay, sweet. 29.
You pull. You can see that there's like a baggie that holds some certain spell components that are normal. You pull out like a licorice root. There's some not valuable things. Like there's literally a component pouch here, but among it is a smaller bag inside that has a 500 gold pieces worth of ruby dust.
Okay.
You don't find anything magical innate among the stealth, but you kind of look through and you make sure that nothing's trapped in here, and you don't see any glyphs of warding.
Scroll launcher.
You want to?
I'll let
Sure.
you have that scroll.
Because you wouldn't have recognized it. I could be like, oh,
Well, neither would you because
this is a different life.
well, this island.
This is
It's just a
fucking
scroll launcher.
not-
It's just a scroll.
Medi-
This
Mediterranean
island
island.
is not Mediterranean.
This is not
but
Mediterranean. I wish
you
I had
rolled,
given them
what I
different
was gonna
names.
say is you rolled a nat 20, so you deserve
Oh,
the
okay.
scroll. of-
That roll goes in for something.
I will take even though the components that are there may not add up to something or whatever, the ones that are just
It's a regular component pouch
I'm gonna-
plus 500 gold.
I'm gonna take them.
Yes.
You're an arcane caster. You're able to see this. Do you want to pop out the scroll and just
Yeah.
look at it?
What is it?
You see, you pull it out and you can see that it's. I believe this is a new evocation spell. Jalarzi's Storm of Radiance.
How the fuck do you spell
If you
Jalarzi?
search Storm of Radiance, I think it should come
You
up.
gave me 300.
It's a 5th level.
You gave me 300 ruby dust before. How much did you say was in this one? 300 again?
I thought they were both 500.
They're both 500, so I
They
have
were
1,000.
part way.
I currently have 1,000.
You got 1,000 that you've collected off of these guys, plus anything from your spells
Right.
beforehand.
How do
I
you
just
spell that?
wanted the spell components.
Jallarzi apostrophe S, I
I need
think.
to find
You can look at it in the
I need to find a
2024
voice for Pyro.
A-R-Z.
Player's Handbook.
I could talk all
I?
kinds of maniacal and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Jalarzi
You could.
I could.
Storm of Radiance?
I got it right.
I could talk like this.
Storm
Hey
of
guys,
Radiance.
I bet I could do this. I'm trying to think
5th
of
level scroll requires concentration. Reginald kind of pops up and he's like, "Ooh, I don't know that one yet."
I'm trying to think of a voice.
And he
for
zips into the
Pyro.
mansion.
I'll come across.
Pyros should be a little bit like gruffy voice.
Yeah, I was thinking rough.
Gruffy. Rough.
It's time to go, guys.
Pyro, as you look through this, you realize that Puppet and the Archfey have already left the room that you're in.
Logan,
And
have
there's
you
a
created
magical
this?
doorway standing before
Have
you.
you created the scroll launcher on D&D Beyond?
No, it's not a thing that I've like written
Okay,
up
so
yet.
I'm-
It's just a
I'm
thing
gonna-
that's like you can quick draw scrolls right on your character sheet.
What?
If you write like in your inventory like quick draw scroll case.
So I'm not gonna go inside the mansion yet. I'm gonna go ahead and take some time to build a homunculus servant named Kevin.
Okay.
That's
That's an infusion, right?
yes.
You'd be able to do that as part of a rest, I think, or you
Yeah.
can take some time.
I actually haven't done any kind of infusions today. Oh, for a new one, I had to drop one. So, actually, hang on, let me check that because I don't think I had to drop one.
You might just be able to take a short rest and do it, but
No.
I was gonna say that
I have one. I have it right here. But I can make it tomorrow when I wake up. It's not a big deal. I guess one thing I want to try to do is I'm gonna look up in the sky, and
look bright. I'm gonna keep looking over here.
I would like to know the position of the sun, or if the sun is out.
Well, you're indoors right now.
He didn't go in the mansion.
I didn't go in the mansion.
You guys fought indoors within
Oh.
a chamber inside this palace. I said that you're
Oh.
inside the palace of Queen
Oh yeah,
Ma,
we were.
So we're in a magic place inside.
a
castle.
secure,
You
semi-secure
can't see the
castle.
sky.
Okay, is there a doorway where I can walk out
I'd
and
say
look at the sky?
You get a pretty high intelligence. You could find your way back the way that you came. Yeah.
Okay.
So you go and you look out. You find a space where the sun is shining. You can see that the weather here is calm and sort of breezy, like far different from the weather after the Archfey Nightwalkers were born, right? And you look out, you can see it's positioned just right at sunset.
Okay, can I roll a history to remember where the sun was when we entered the summer court?
No history required. You can remember that when you appeared there, it was golden summer sunset.
Okay, so
It looks a
you
little
said
different here, but essentially the sun is in the exact same place in the sky,
It's in, so it hasn't moved.
as far as you can tell.
Okay.
We are in the Feywild.
When I was walking through the palace correctly, is there? Because I'm assuming I don't know how the hours work. I can go into that mansion anytime. I would like to find what kind of rooms are in this palace.
We're going through this right now. You're just looking around.
Well, I mean,
Rocky said it's a roleplay session.
Yeah.
Got it.
Um,
I mean, I'm doing what I would do because I mean I'm not. I am exactly bleeding. I'm at 170, and
So
some
I
of my
just-
spell
Of
things.
340.
I just thought that you had questions
Okay.
for the Archfey. Like, the longer you do this, the more likely she's going to be busy for a while.
Yeah,
by the
because
time you
he's
get
busy
there.
about.
Well, I wasn't going to ask the Archfey. I was mainly just going to go gather information about the Feywild because Pyro hasn't been to this plane. But I can go ahead and go to bed, and I'm just going to be like, wow, all right, I am a little bit beat up.
This one's yours.
Mine are over here.
No, that's not even.
That's
That's
not
first
the right
edition.
Oh, that's an old book.
That's not the right one.
That's the first edition.
Yeah, Wesley gave them to us.
He has it in his bedroom.
My dad
He
used
doesn't
to
have it in
read
his
those.
the
bedroom.
dragons in college.
Using
What would the 90s have
Hey,
been?
your dad wants player's handbook.
3 or 4. Maybe 3.
Oops.
Good job.
Everything's going crazy. So, to
Don't step on my
answer your
tootsies.
question, throughout this palace, you passed the throne room where you met with the Archfey Queen, and before passing into that, you had to pass through like several sort of chambers of waiting that sort of led to each other, almost like there are barriers set up between
Right,
the
yeah.
outside and the area, but nothing like.
Can you close that?
You could see that there are doors off to the sides of some of those chambers, which is kind of in your immediate space. But the
She's not alive?
um,
No, she died.
I told you that, Tim.
what do you
last time you were here?
the
You didn't.
I looked you in
these are
the
a
eyes
complete
and
other
said, "Not
conversation.
that."
Someone give Tim a pillow. We were talking about that. We never did.
Hey.
The from the throne
Also,
room.
you're pushing.
That's what I'm trying to. From the throne room, you could see that's where the like large chamber that you led to. There's a hallway, and then you're in the large chamber where you fought Vecna.
I guess after just walking around, getting the lay of the palace and everything like that, I'm assuming I would have explored a little bit, knowing where we were. I'll just find my way back to the mansion and go take a long rest. That way I can make my homunculus servant in the morning.
Right. Well, as you step into the mansion, I will sort of give it up to one of my fellow DMs to describe what you would see inside. And I imagine you would pass a chamber where most of the rest of the party are eating and talking and doing things. But I'm not sure if Puppet's there, so you can do whatever you like with inside. But go ahead.
So when you first walk in, think of.
Oh my lord.
I had a specific mansion in mind, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But on the inside, it's very, very doll heavy. Like you've got dolls hanging from the ceilings, different kinds, all in different races.
Gross, man. I hate dolls.
The funny thing about them is that they move and speak, and they're all singing together. Like some of them are doing the beats, some of them are doing the melodies, and the rest of them are kind of like a kid's opera almost. Think of like a kid's opera happening, and in this first room you see a large table full of many different foods, and 3 mannequins standing around the table just waiting for orders.
I walk up to one of them and I'm like, it's possessed! Boom!
It falls over, and about 5 seconds later you watch it get back.
Boom, 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 boom!
Reginald, like, sort of
Son of a
zips
bitch!
up
It gets
to
back
the,
up!
to one of the waiters here and is like,
Another child!
fish, please.
And it would go off and start preparing a fish.
Well, that was fun. So, hey, oh, you're not
Oh.
there. I'm just gonna look
Oh,
at.
Isla
Hey.
yell, make it 2.
The other.
I'm gonna look at Isla.
Well, Isla yells, make it
and
2
Shorty and
to
go,
the guy
"Hey."
going to make fish.
Guys, check this shit out. Boom, boom! It comes back to life when I shoot it.
God.
When did
You want to try?
I hope
That's
you're
awful.
having fun.
I am. It's an infinite thing that I can shoot and it comes back.
Well, have fun.
Okay. Boom, boom. Hang
Shorty.
on. Target
Fine.
practice.
So,
Hey, I'll bet you.
Here's
I'll bet you
that.
5 gold. I
Thank
can hit
you.
you.
Your bow.
Hit that one in the corner.
With it, you can cast Holy Weapon and Magic Missile,
they don't have
or
an AC.
Well, I rolled a nat 20.
sort of dispel a spell effect
Oh my goodness.
upon a
Hey.
creature that you hit with your attack.
You're rolling
It
that
was
20.
just a
Thank
fun
you.
thing between me and him, but I was like, I bet you 5 gold I can hit that one up there. Boom!
Oh,
And hey, I rolled to hit it and on the metal dice that he hates so much, rolled a nat 20.
5 gold.
I don't think that one's coming back, buddy.
Now you have to give that to Roscoe.
I don't think that one's coming back. I think it went into shreds. Oh, sorry, that was my bad. Huh.
I mean,
I look
you
over
can
at
have
one of
it
the
back.
mannequins.
Give it to Roscoe.
Oh.
We're doing the rule here now.
Every time.
That's-
Maybe not every time.
That's not fair.
I just dropped it!
If you roll a natural 20 on
Wait a
that
minute.
for
I'm supposed
a
to have it.
That's
D20
for his
test
game.
that I ask for, you
Oh,
have to
that's
give it back to him.
What about me?
Then if he rolls a 20, he gives it to someone else. I don't know.
So it's a back and forth.
I'm just including
And by
him
the way,
in
I've
this
been
right
just
now
rolling
because it's
D20s.
because it's
And
his
I've already rolled 4
session.
d20s.
Right.
And we've done this before. So
Okay, after that dice
And it
rolls
happened-
another nat 20,
And it
then
happened
it
on a
comes
thing
to
of
me
mine.
permanently.
Permanently
It's
combat.
my dice. Where's my Pepsi? I
Tell
mean
your
my
bill.
Pippis.
Bepis.
My
I don't know.
Pippis.
Look at all
He
these.
likes drinking piss.
I've rolled all these tonight. I haven't rolled them
No,
all
he didn't
on
say
rolls.
diet
That's my
Pepsi.
dice.
Look, I rolled all these already.
You rolled 4
Got
nat
it,
20s
Ruger?
already?
Yeah. Not for. I've
Wait,
rolled
wait,
rolls.
wait.
No, we got
Fall?
Dr.
No,
Icker.
Wendy's been like this.
Oh,
and this.
I
Mine
have one
was
of
bad
those-
because I
I'm trying
fell.
not to
I
say
ate
name
shit.
brand.
I need a doctor.
I like
Mine
my
is just
pants.
brown.
Hey,
Could I
hey,
have a doctor,
Put
please?
that shit down.
Could I have a doctor? May I have a doctor also?
Yeah.
What is it, doctor?
Necesitamos un médico.
Or
You
maybe.
know, hang on.
I'm just
curious.
switching this around.
Why do we only pass this dice around? Why don't we pass your guys' dice?
Because that middle one's cursed
Because
against
that
me.
middle one always gets
Put
an
it
attack.
back.
The
I
thing
saw you
is,
pick it up.
just so
I've also
everybody
just
on,
been for fun rolling and I've rolled 4
just so
20s.
everybody
You're
on
having so much
camera
fun.
knows, this dice
not.
should be
What time
known
you
to
going?
roll nat ones
Sir?
Hell.
because the 20 weighs a lot, which means it should go on the other side, or at least you would think so.
Calculated it.
Yeah.
This is the way you
The
do it.
calculations do not make sense.
There we go.
Quit rolling nat 20s, you're wasting them. Give me the die back.
Crappy.
After this, I get to keep my dice done.
I'm not wasting them because today and we're not attacking.
Right.
Just
And I'm
messing
gonna
with
use
you.
the help action a lot because I'm proficient in every skill.
So I was doing that fun stuff at the table, and I'm gonna be like, so, you wanna take a shot, Shorty?
No thanks.
No?
I gotta take care of Gurney.
People are like,
Gurney's hurt pretty bad.
I think she's over there.
Gurney's
It's a girl,
hers.
right? It's a Gertie. It's a girl.
Gurney, no. Gurney's a guy.
Like a
Oh,
gurney?
okay. Anyway, so he.
Not
I think he's-
unintentionally, but like.
I think I actually called it Journey and I spelled it. I
I'm
called
gonna-
it Journey and spelled it.
I'm gonna take one of
differently.
the turkey legs or whatever that's on the
There's
table,
lots
sit
of
on
different
the table. I'm gonna throw it to him and be like, I'm pretty sure he's
The
fine.
mannequin does return with his fish.
I asked for one too. I said I called for one too because
I've got to attune to this
it like a
new
bunch of
present I
fish?
got.
It's a plate of fish.
Fair enough.
Can we
Yeah.
share
I gotta
it?
come up with a
Yeah.
voice for that.
Okay.
It's like
Like
one
a-
of those giant platters of fish.
Like a sashimi plate or something? Not like
No,
necessarily
not
raw
sashimi.
fish, but
It's
like
just
I gotta come up
fish.
with a bunch
Not
of cooked fish
sashimi.
at the same
because
time.
you're a bird.
Oh,
You
yeah,
thought raw
going
fish
on.
would work.
I would talk, but it's gonna be
There's just a
muffled.
lot of fish.
Yeah, it's gonna be like there's a
Right.
lot going on.
He's a god of death. He can handle a little
Hey, holy weapon.
what do they call it? E. coli?
He's a bird.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that what
fine.
it is?
First roll on that dice.
Okay, so, well, since you had to attune to that very thing, I could go ahead and give you some guidance. I know it doesn't matter for anything, but while you're trying to attune, there's a little bit of extra help.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
9/11.
So I'm gonna
We were
start,
role-playing.
yeah. I'm gonna start trying to attune to the bow.
Good for you. Powerful.
9, 20,
Okay.
What for me? I rolled 1, 2, 3,
Sometimes we
4,
really
5,
need
6,
something
7
like that.
natural 20s
Need something
tonight.
Oh.
like that. Need something like that.
Hey, give us a description of the motion
I like
of the
it.
ocean.
And you read
That's
that.
gonna finally do some damage.
You read that the
Where you start
the
at
magic
first.
missile was a magic action, but the holy weapon is a
Well,
bonus
of
action.
course, this is
Yeah,
his
the
first
holy,
time. so
holy
he's
weapon
gonna
is
be a
a
little
bonus
nervous.
action. I still don't get what holy weapon is.
Yes,
It's not
this
in
is
here.
his
Is
first
it a
time.
spell?
He's got the
Yeah,
innocent
it's
mind
different.
abilities.
Away.
I'll pull it up for
If
you.
you keep
It's,
rolling
it's
that.
pretty
You
simple.
cannot take my dice away.
I just want to, since I got it, I want to write it down so I have it. I can just put it on the other side of this.
Has wasn't
I
taught
got
you
your
to
back.
blow through the
Right.
end.
I don't need my
Yeah,
phone
you
right
did.
now. It's in Xanathar's.
Xanathar's,
It
okay.
is.
So we
Yeah,
got
so you
Xanathar's.
just-
right
someone-
now.
Not able to suck on it anymore?
Nope.
No.
You use bonus action. It's 5th level normally. And
Right.
It's a touch spell, so you
Well, I
can
gotta
cast it
find
on
my
your
D20s.
bow, or you can cast it on
That one doesn't fit
another
on my
weapon, like
dice
your
too
ally's
much,
weapon.
surprisingly.
Come on, the big ones hate me.
I'm gonna see how long it takes to make that homunculus. I
All
might
the
just make
ones
it before I
hate
take
me.
my long rest.
Even Rocky's big die hates me.
Yeah, I
I
did.
haven't
I'm
done I haven't done anything as far as infusions or anything like that. They've just been steady. And actually, I have the homunculus written on my sheet. He's just never been made. So technically, if I wanted to, depending on the time that it takes me, I could possibly do it before.
So Roscoe.
Okay. There are my d20s.
Is Puppet down here at the moment in sort of dining with everyone, or is he notably absent?
He would be there at the moment. He'd be
Alright,
sitting
so-
at the end of the thing on top of, what was her name?
It would
Oh.
be Queen Mob,
Queen Mob. He's sitting
the
on
rain
top.
dancer.
He's gonna have Mob on his lap.
Okay. Doesn't bother you because you're Threadborn, right?
Yeah, Threadborn. I'm made of wood.
Just two constructs hanging out. You know what I realized today? Minus the barbarian, every one of us has expertise in some manner.
Yeah.
The rogue, ranger, and bard are the three sort of expert classes, and then you have tool expertise. And Reginald, as a 2024 wizard, got Arcana expertise. Plus, he took the skill expert feat. I just love the skill expert feat because it's like you can improve a sort of not a combat skill, but like an exploration roleplay adjacent skill, and improve your spellcasting ability if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But it lets you choose any ability, which is cool. I don't think it lets you do con, but I might be wrong. Anyway, you can see she's sort of resting there
One.
and
One.
looks over at Pyro and is like, I can tell you have questions about our realm.
Many.
I'm certain your wizard could answer a few, but I could answer many more.
Well, I've noticed that the sun has not moved since we've been here. There's a few things of mine that require a good amount of time to require back. And we haven't taken our long rest yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have an idea of how the hours and time work here?
Time is a fickle mistress in the Feywild. Admittedly, your rest should go unabated, but we lack a day-night cycle, as it were. It's simply always twilight, and thus the twilight is sort of our measure of north and south. Our cardinal
Okay.
directions are based on the ever-present sun. It's sort of an
I'm gonna
illusion.
try and say it the best way I can for this circumstance, because I'm not real intelligent. Maybe Pyro is, but me not so
You
much.
said he might be, but me.
Roleplay.
So, when does the sun meet the moon?
We have a lunar cycle, but I'm afraid that, at least for your time here, your weapons and artifacts that may require days to reset will not experience dawn or dusk or the 24-hour cycle. Your long rest should remain as abetted, but in truth there is a far greater danger of the Feywild and its time-altering properties.
Don't
You
you,
see,
don't you think if you could possibly get us a day that might help us get our task for further things? You know, within our quest that you have, or that we have to save this realm, would there be a way to potentially refresh our items?
an Archfey is sort of a quasi-deity, yes. However, I lack the ability to change the fundamental structure of the realm, as I am one of many. What I must warn you of is something that I can reshape. That many a traveler has come to the Feywild via their own power or through a gate, and returned after but a day to find that their entire life, beyond in the plane they came from, has preceded centuries have passed.
But technically, the way you may not know the cycle, and
So,
I'll
I
ask
think
Reginald.
If you will let me finish. The Archfey have it within their power to grant a wish in order to ensure that your time in the Feywild takes seconds and not years.
Okay.
I think what you're saying is there's not a way to refresh anything that has to reset at dawn.
Right. I get that.
However, through your... If you were to leave this place within my domain, I can grant you, and shall, for the deed you have already done me and continue to do for our realm, I can grant you the freedom to leave the realm unhindered by time. But I cannot change the time that exists within this place. It simply is a different set of rules.
I would have to. I would have to talk with the rest of my party before anything like
We're all
that
there.
would transpire.
We're all sitting right
Is
there.
he right? Are you right? Ian?
She's on
only
his
in that room
lap.
because
I
I'm
didn't
in
know
the
if you
room.
fell asleep.
She's on his lap.
Reginald says, perhaps a wish could refresh our items, but it would be risky.
For her to never be able to cast it again, or you to cast it.
It sounds like I could try. I think she's saying that if she could do something about it, she would.
But she can't. But she's saying that Reginald can.
I don't know. I'm saying that I know wish, and it wouldn't be replicating a spell, which
It's
is
not
what I'm
worth
most
it.
comfortable with.
It's not worth it, Reginald. For you to never to be able to cast Wish again, for the sake of us being able to get just a couple of things back with until dawn.
You know,
I think
I know.
we can survive without it.
You know I know 8 9th level spells, right?
Yes.
What?
The way Wizard works is that every 2 levels you can learn a spell for free that you haven't that is of a level you can cast. So when you reach level 17, naturally a wizard will go, okay, I want to pick 2 9th level spells because those are the greatest spells I can cast. And then when you reach 18, you get another 2, and 19 you get another 2, and 20 you get another 2. And people might take 6th or 7th or 8th in that, but why would you? There are so many
Right.
on the wizard spell list.
All right then.
That's a wizard thing. I only have like 1 or 2 prepared, and I can only do 1 a day. But
Well, I know that you already used your 9th level today, didn't you, for foresight? So we wouldn't be able to do that until after our long rest.
I'm really hoping
need
that
to
I
take-
could potentially not cast my 9th level tomorrow. It sounds like something that I might do if we're in a big pinch. We're in a fight that's turning bad. I'm gonna refresh all our artifacts.
I don't think that right now is a good idea to take that chance. Right now we're okay. I've seen how all of us do most of the time in a battle. I think that we're capable for now to not need that.
Here's what I can do. Oh,
You can have it. Go ahead.
Great. And Reginald pulls out. Because I think it would be in the old book. Never mind. Reginald pulls the 2 souls of the Archfey, the corrupted souls. I have Speak with Dead prepared.
Well,
Do we have any questions for?
I have questions, but does anyone else have questions, or are they prepared to ask questions before you cast it? You remember the summer court that we were just at before the spring, and Vecna killed those 2 before we were able to save them?
Kind of.
Okay. Do you?
I can't think of anything right
Well,
You don't remember the Archface
for
going evil?
one question. I know this probably isn't like the 5-question thing, but one thing we need to ask them is, do they know why Vecna was there? I mean, obviously we know why he's there. He's there to, take over the Feywild, but do they know?
now. Why is he targeting the courts?
Yeah, why is he targeting? Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it. Why is he targeting the courts, and do you know his plan?
I don't think they know his plan because he's the one that turned them into that.
I just figured maybe by some odd chance because of some kind of transference, possible knowledge, but also we could say, well shit, you just took away my main question. Do they know why Vecna is here? So, we need to think now before we can actually
Ask
ask any questions. Do you have any suggestions, Reginald? Or Shorty?
Is there a pattern? We just got here. Is there a pattern of his attack throughout this this world?
His
Has he
first
attacked
one.
before? or taken
Queen
stuff
Maud
over?
sort of speaks up. When you warned me of the oncoming threat, I communicated with every other Archfey. As far as I'm aware, it's only the Summer Court that's been affected. And Vecna's attack on this realm is
Just started.
new.
Have your other courts fortified themselves?
They at my behest.
Well, at least they have a chance if he shows up.
They better have
Have
some.
some anti-magic field.
Right. Well, do you happen to know, Queen, why he's here? Or do you think, what kind of question, do you think that the people from the Summer Court would have more of an idea of why he was here than us at the moment?
I am wholly in the dark, but I imagine that my colleague, Titania, would be as well. It's possible that he communicated with them
Right.
before their demise.
I was just getting ready to say, could we ask them what was said before he took their lives? Like, I'm sure he came in and was like, you guys are gonna get this and get that, and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take that. So, I'm assuming he did something to that nature.
The old villain speech.
Right, the old villain speech, so maybe he spouted off at the mouth and let something go that wasn't expected because he was going to kill him anyway. There's one question. All right, what did he say before he killed you? Do you know why? Well, that goes in the same aspect.
Yeah, it's just.
So we got one question. You have a question? Oh, did he give any idea where he was going to go next, or which locations he was going to focus on?
I don't think we need to know that yet.
Oh, I do. I want to know where he's going next.
But I don't think he would have told them.
Oh yeah. True,
He's
because
just
it was
going to
the
come here and
first
say
report.
he's not going to give his whole plan out in speech. He's just if he said anything, he'll say, "I'm here to vanquish you and
Right.
take over this place." And blah,
Well,
blah,
let's
blah.
see what they have to say.
Here to pillage your food.
Do you just want to grab one of them at the moment and talk to it?
Well, I could try it every 10 days with each one of them. So perhaps I'm not entirely spent on spell slots. I think 5 questions would be plenty.
Okay, we're still going to come up with the other 4.
We've discussed if we were to. I don't want to write all this down before I answer it, but I guess I could. It's my notes. My spell.
That's the third 18 I've rolled in a row.
Keep wasting them.
Yeah, keep wasting.
So
whatever.
you proposed.
I'm having fun.
Now, should we revive, or should we talk to Oberon or Tanya?
So you proposed. Why did Vecna target the Archfey?
No. Our
Basically.
Well, I mean, we could say that, but we were just gonna. What did he say to you before your lives were taken?
That's a separate question.
Basically, did he give you any idea of what his plans are?
Oh, I just wanted to hear period what he said.
Right. Oh, there you go. So what did he say to you guys? That'll summarize that well.
And then I'm sure we might have more questions as he tells us what happened.
You know, follow up.
Who are we gonna talk to? Or are we gonna talk to both of them? I'm just gonna write it down.
Let's try Titania.
Okay.
This is still Reginald. He's sort of mimicking different voices that you're hearing right now.
I still need one more question.
Hello.
Well, we
From the movie.
we could ask different questions for
From the movie.
As far as a quote.
if we get any answers.
What's your favorite color?
Do we have any other suggestions?
Do you like sandwiches?
I think we're probably just gonna have to wait until at least see what they say, and then we'll be able to better ask more questions. Because we just got, okay, so let's kind of go over, we're still kind of in this. Okay, we came to the Feywild. As soon as we got there,
I rolled 9.
Vecna was in the court taking the summer Archfey. We got through that. He obviously raised him into
Slaves.
night stalkers. Is that what you call them?
Nightwalkers.
Nightwalkers. Okay.
Archfey Nightwalkers.
So
You were really close.
I
That
was
was closer
very
than what I
close.
had in my mind.
There's two different. Two different
so he did that. We had to face them, so we know what he can do to the Archfey. We did get to the Spring Court in time to save Mom, and so that's what we know so far. We did have to fight Vecna twice. He did bring in some of his minions and stuff like that, and for the most part, Serena has told us, you know, there are different planes in danger, and she kind of told us, hey, the Feywild is one of those ones that needed it more often than others, but for time being, we just need to know information on Vecna, because we could get information from Reginald and Mob for information in the Feywild, but right now we need to know more information on Vecna or any other powerful beings that have been here besides him.
Should we ask for her to describe how Vecna was able to kill her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, we got 2 questions. We can work off those and come up with the other 3 as we go. Alright, Reginald, we're ready.
Okay. Brace yourselves. So he sort of pulls one of the
Pyro
spirits
goes.
free. The spirit sort of hangs in the air, just this like mote of light. You can see there's a dark shade around it. And Reginald sort of looks at it and waves his open hand, and there's like a cracking sound, almost like thunder, as the shadow sort of dissipates, but not permanently. There's still sort of a darkness in the mode of light, and it forms into the shape of a head of Titania, but as it does, it screams, and it appears, and Reginald sort of stands before it. Normally, such a thing would be impossible with a creature that died when it was undead, but we're reaching into the soul of this thing, so it's more or less what each one of us feels in our minds in this situation. There's less of an actual speaking happening. He says, "Why did Vecna target you?" And there's this sort of like delay where the spirit regards the question and says, "The Archfey are pillars of the eternal whimsy of this realm. Corrupt us. Destroy it. Unmake it." Reginald continues.
Hang on. You're
do-
going to have to go back on that one, because that doesn't...
Okay, you want to write that down?
Yeah, I'm
You
a
kinda
little
do.
lost on that one.
So,
The Archfey blah.
the Archfey
Hang on.
are,
Let me...
I said, are pillars.
Yes,
Trying to
I'm
remember.
getting that. I have that part.
Pillars, okay.
I think I said pillars of the whimsy of this realm. Sorry, I'm improvising this, guys.
Yes, that was good.
Okay.
And then she said, corrupt us, as in the Archfey, comma, destroy it, as in the plane, comma, unmake it.
Period.
Yep.
Okay, next.
I think that's all I wrote.
Next.
Do me a favor, have Pyro say, what did Vecna say to you before you died? And say it for me twice the exact same way as Reginald mimics your voice. This one.
What did Vecna say to you before you died?
Now say it again.
What did Vecna say to you before you died?
And the second one is Reginald mimicking, and the spirit again sort of regards the question. He told me of ruin, that he would destroy all I cared for. And he said to target the constructs.
Ah, shit. That's not good.
Bring it on.
Told to target us? Why us?
I'm gonna put our names.
Rocky, will you repeat for me how was Vecna able to kill you for Reginald? He's just going to mimic your voice if you could ask the question.
How was Vecna able to kill you?
A barrage of casting
Sorry.
From an ambush, he commanded his minion to power word kill me.
Weak bitch.
Reginald goes, I don't want to phrase this in a question about how anyone has any other ideas to
Got
ask.
it.
You said, did you say Reginald wants to ask a question?
I'm
No.
not allowed to ask questions right now unless I mean it. So I can't ask you what I should be asking next.
Okay, so I have to think of it. Do you have any other thing that you could go off of? Oh, I do, but I want to know if anybody else has something they want to ask. Remember, we only have 2 left.
Okay, he just said
Vecna
something.
said
He had a
that
barrage of magic, right?
Would
Right, but I want to
destroy-
talk about what it was before that because she can give us some information. Because she just said Archfey are pillars for the realm. Corrupt us, destroy it, unmake it. So, if there's pillars and the Archfey are it, we just saved the spring one. I don't know how many pillars, so maybe we think
The 4
it's
summer
4.
courts.
Right.
For
But
seasonal
there's,
courts.
but there's
courts.
other courts here too, so we don't know what is also inside of those besides the 4. And also, corrupt us, which I would assume the Feywild, when they say destroy it, what do they mean by destroy it?
The Feywild.
if you destroy the pillars, you can destroy the Feywilds.
And obviously unmake it. Ruins, obviously that we're getting targeted.
Well, Vecna said that it was targeting everything that they ever cared about. Why not
And,
figure out what they cared about?
She was she was heavy casting with barrages of power word kill. So it was basically like 10 people walked in and went power word kill all at the same time on her, and it just took her out. And Oberon, I'm assuming as well.
You know what happened?
So we have 2 questions left. Oh, I have a
We
question. Is it okay if I ask him if there was anybody else besides Vecna with him?
The Demi-Lich.
Well, I meant other accomplices. Or just somebody else. Reginald, do you have a...
I feel
Reginald?
don't ask a question.
It's
That's-
possible.
That's I'm gonna have... This is
I-
the best way I can
I have
ask
to
Reginald.
repeat them.
This is the best way I can ask Reginald. Reginald, give me a 3-word sentence on an idea. So you don't have to completely say the sentence to us, but you could be like turkey,
Mayonnaise.
balls, gravy.
The fuck?
Exactly.
Nice gravy.
It
I
throws
was
us
gonna
off.
say, see, Isla could be like, what if you asked, did he have any indication of which order he was going in?
The Archfey could have seen co-conspirators in her realm that we missed. That's not a bad idea.
Her or
actually.
the... Are you talking about...
Well, you just said
Asking-
Yes.
if there was anyone else there.
Mm-hmm.
2 people. We just killed the Lich that got away. I
Right.
think
Mm-hmm.
that's.
Okay, is that
I
okay?
could ask.
Is that okay if we ask it? What was yours again before we asked this question? What was
Did
yours?
he give any indication in which order he was gonna go?
Well, the only indication we really have now is if the pillars are actually located in those courts, because I don't know what Mom has just done, if she can speak at any point in time, if she can. I don't know how fast her messengers go or the messages to the other courts are, but possibly because of us saving the spring court, maybe fall and winter have went to another location that way because they're the pillars. Maybe they need to seclude themselves and hopefully hide out from Vecna. But if you want, we can ask. We still have 2 questions. It would give us the next
Could be.
location, whether it's fall or winter, but maybe Mom can tell us if there's been any kind of
Disruption.
within the Feywild, because maybe she might know better than that. But we can ask if you want. Do you have an idea of a question?
No, I think the one question, our next question, is very important. I mean, basically, we're going to be asking: is there any other
People.
accomplices?
All right, we'll go with that one. Ask them, or ask her if there was anybody else with Vecna. Did he have any accomplices? Was it just him and the Lich?
You can only ask one question. That's 3.
Right,
It's the same question within one.
That's 3 different questions.
In one.
No.
Is there anybody else with Vecna? The spirit speaks again, regards you. This is 4. We're counting.
Right.
I did not see them before they were upon me. 2 liches escaped, and a rogue that did not see battle.
I did not see battle.
So a bitch.
He shot me and fled.
So a bitch.
It's a fancy rogue.
Okay. Now, with the information that we have from the 4 questions, if we need to, I can go back over it. Does anybody have any other thing, or can we ask Reginald to give us 3 words?
Vecna did say that it was going to they were just going to destroy everything they cared about. Why not figure out what they cared about?
Well, how about we use the question that Isla was wanting, because obviously we know that he hit summer first, he hit spring second. Possibly, if we know the 3rd location, we could either get there or at least give them a heads up to say, hey, they're coming.
Beware.
I have a
I
feeling
know,
he
but
might go winter next.
When it was said that that they didn't see Vecna until they just appeared, there wouldn't be very much sign of them going to any place else if they couldn't see anything before they died.
Well, we're talking about not seeing anything, the words that was spoken to them. Like, if he was like, first we're going to take your court, then we're going to the spring court, and after that, we're going to take the fall court, and then after that, we're going to take the winter court, and we're going to shove it up your beep.
I'm just gonna ask this, but
Hang on, this is our last question.
no, I'm
We
not
have
asking to the thing.
He's
I'm
gonna
asking-
say Reginald.
I'm asking the DM.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
sorry.
So
Don't ask the big one!
the only thing that was said to this Archfey was that Vecna was going to destroy everything they cared about. Those words specifically.
Here, look, I wrote
That
it down.
was the
Just.
that was the gist
That's
of,
not what I'm
of
asking, though.
what the Archfey, you gotta paraphrase. I'm not having you roll insight on this. I'm just
The
saying it's
Archfey paraphrased.
There was
Isn't Titania
Maybe-
a girl
What did
too?
you say? I'm sorry. He was showing me what he wrote down.
It was. You're unsure
It was a
if it
paraphrase.
was
Have a
it was
thought here.
paraphrase or something. The spell has limitations on how the
Well,
answers come.
right. It's not
in-game.
Okay.
In-game here.
it's not them telling you an entire story start to finish. It's like answering questions in
Sure, he wants
Short, small answers.
right to a certain degree. I'm giving some detail because this is a cool spell, but there's
Shorty wanted to speak up,
there's
and
nothing to
Well, talking to you guys.
well, yeah.
Well, maybe we should ask if there was anything she noticed before the attack. I know it was a surprise attack, but maybe there was something that happened
Something small.
that she didn't, that was small but didn't
Like a
notice.
sign. Yeah.
Some kind of
A sign
sign
before the attack,
before the attack.
Okay, that's a good one. What were you wanting to ask? Because it was kind of muffled.
Oh, I just wanted to, because of the way it was phrased, I was saying if we figure out what the Archfey cares about most, we could probably put
Probably
an
the
order
pillars.
of attacks.
we
Probably
might be
keeping the
able to.
pillars intact.
Those two questions are sort of intertwined. We might be able to answer both of them with one question.
Or maybe Mom has the answer, and
How
then
we word it.
also your question was to possibly know if he knows where he's going again. Let's let's take a vote on which one we should do. Yours was.
Wait, which question
Was
you
there
saying?
anything
Sign.
that could have been interpreted as a sign of the attack? Something that changed that really was.
I got it. Hang on.
Reginald's saying that he thinks he could sort of merge. That this is either we could be asking that, like what happened just before the attack, that might be like, oh, hindsight's 20/20, you know.
Right.
But the sort of two other questions being discussed here, he thinks that they probably could be sort of woven together to like ask a single final question.
So how about this? Let me see if I can word it correctly. I'm not very good with wording. We all know this. But there's a key word in there. Okay, so were there any signs before they showed up, and do you know where he's going after Spring Court?
Could be two separate questions.
That's
I
two
think.
separate questions.
I think what I'm thinking
We'll put
is more
or
along the lines of
with the
Is there any signs that we should look out for in the other courts that you notice now, looking back?
That's a good question. I think what Puppet was trying to get at maybe was more along the lines of, and I'm just going to spit something out here because we've kind of done away with the. I'm doing
DM,
away
I
with
need
the
you to ask
narrative
the
thing.
question correctly.
The what I
That's
think you
the
could
thing.
ask is like, if Vecna said he would bring ruin to all that you cared for, what indication did he give of order of attack's not the right word of it, like,
How is that merging?
well, he's asking like the what did Vecna say? He's responding to the what did Vecna say to the Archfey question. He's asking like what does Vecna mean by bring ruin to all that you care for, as he sort of destroys and rebuilds these necromantic Archfey Nightwalkers.
Right, but I just feel like that's self-explanatory to me.
So if
I mean, the Archfey, obviously, like, there's multiple things in that question because, obviously, they want to protect the pillars themselves.
yeah,
They want to
that's what
protect
that
the
is.
balance. And to me, the interpretation of destroy it and unmake it is, okay, we're going to destroy the land and unmake it, and then, like you just said, build something back up in his image. But corrupting them also would probably give him an army as well.
Possibly
So-
if he corrupts all four pillars,
Right.
that is enough to take over the Feywild.
Right. So that's what they would care about, would
Is
be to
the-
keep that
Yeah,
intact.
I think
Yeah,
your
that's what I'm-
question is
that's what I'm
self-explanatory.
saying.
I think the one we're trying to
Right.
combine is
Well, I'm just trying
is there a
help
way to
Puppet
figure out
really,
the
like,
order of
that's why
attacks?
we don't need to ask that question because we already know what they care about, what they want to keep intact, and stuff like that. It's to me, it's like, well, we know what they. In Pyro's
So
mind,
here's
it's like
my-
we know what they
Here's
care
my
about.
way of putting it. That question is answered by asking the second question. Like, if where does Vecna plan on going next? Is your like after the Spring Court would be the question, right?
Am I the only one confused?
I'm slightly
Hold on.
confused.
I've got a better question. After corrupting all the pillars, where would Vecna go to do this? To go to unmake the world?
No.
She
Nah,
might not
that's
even
too
Oh,
know.
far
no,
down
no.
the line.
She might not even know that question.
Yeah. Should.
I think what we need to ask is. I just
It's
had
so
it.
bad that we're talking about this for so much.
You know what? I have an idea. I can get the other Archfays here right now if there's teleportation circles in each of their places. I only need all 3 of my spell slots to do so.
Wait a second, Reginald. Do you know teleportation circle?
Yes, but I don't have it prepared. I have teleport prepared.
Oh, you have teleportation.
That's why I'm saying
circle?
I know at least 3 circles that are throughout this. No, 2 circles that are throughout this world. And if Mob can give me the ones for the other
figured it out.
Archfays,
Then we could even.
I
go
figured it out.
to
I could
full
go
on
get
We could
them
ask
and bring
in
them
him
here.
showing you the ruin of your of everything you love, was there an order
But
to the
shit,
destruction?
Yeah.
That'll answer the question of, because we know what they care about the most is the pillars.
Wait a second.
But if we
This is a great idea. I just
if
realized
we
all this.
clarify it to when he showed you
We
what
can
you
ask
cared about, was there
Whatever
an order?
question we want right now, we can ask it. You know why? Because we haven't spoke with Oberon yet. We got 5 more.
I was gonna say,
you can only do that every
now that
5
we've
days.
established that question or Tim's question, do you want to vote?
What was Timothy's question?
I can't answer
What?
10 questions.
I know.
Can I ask Bob something real quick?
Yes.
Is there like a certain order you have to
Rocky.
get corrupted in before the world can be destroyed?
Yes,
Oh, I certainly don't think so. I would
I understand.
I would only think the more Archfey corrupted, the less stable our land is.
Yeah, in this just to show the destruction in the
Okay.
room. Was there any order?
So what would happen if we brought the other 3 together, you and the other 2?
Winter to fall and see what's going on.
We would
But if we do
likely
signs,
bicker.
like if we
We'd be in the
say,
same place, but that would make
If
us
we
a
also
larger
know- if
target for
If
Vecna's
in the ruin
forces.
she showed he went summer court, spring court, fall court, winter
Not
court,
if
that
I
could
keep
be the
you
order.
in the mansion.
But listen, if we ask
If I
for
keep you
their
guys in the
sign
mansion,
of
you're
something
safe if
like
I close the
sky
door.
getting gray,
There's no
clouds,
entrance to
shit
my
like
mansion
that,
unless I die.
If we get to fall
They wouldn't be forced
or
out.
winter, and there's clouds there,
I have seen that
we would know.
mansions are
Well, we would
these
know the
types of
order if
mansions
we
are
asked them the other
imperceptible.
We wouldn't have to
We
guess.
still got 5
But
more
isn't
for
it an
Oberon.
impermanent thing?
Because guess what?
As long
I can
as I
do
recast
it
it.
too.
If I recast it before the time ends, I can do it over and over.
All
I
right.
fear
so
what that might do to our subjects.
I think
Perhaps
Would you be
putting us
okay
on a
if we
digging
asked
plane
the
would be
order?
equally dangerous as to the
Well, no, I'm gonna
destabilization
go
of this
ahead
realm.
and I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
care.
ahead. I'm gonna
I don't
go
know that
ahead
for
and-
certain.
I don't
That's
care.
what comes to mind.
I
All
don't
right,
care.
everybody, it's come to vote. We need to vote. I'm gonna go ahead and vote to and say I would like to know if there was any kind of sign that he was coming. With his.
Okay.
What's your vote?
Do you go that way as
you
well?
also have the
Okay. What
Yeah,
about
think
you two?
that way.
It's hard because if we can figure out the order, that would make it easier. as
Right,
well.
but my argument for that is,
'Cause what if you ask-
teleportation circle, and if you can go to fall and winter,
Because can't you?
and we
He
see
can cast Speak with
what's
Dead
going
too.
on,
tomorrow.
like if there was a difference in the layout before
Can you? No.
in summer, we would know, okay,
Or
if we
Reginald.
get to fall or winter, and oh shit, this is happening like what they said in the summer one, we'll know where it's coming next.
Mhm.
We could also ask Mob that because she's still alive and she almost experienced the same thing.
I
Did she
still
teleport
think,
us to there?
No.
No, but she
I
almost
still
experienced the
think
same thing, so she would have also noticed.
Reginald, are you on her side just out of curiosity?
I don't.
Because if you don't vote for hers, then the winning vote
Would
is-
be,
so
I'll go with your guys' question.
okay.
Sorry.
So our final question is: do you want to say it because it was your question?
Was there anything in hindsight that you may have been able to sense before the attack took place?
Was there anything? Was there any signs before the attack? Right.
Right.
Clouds.
Weather
hellfire.
patterns, sunlight.
Clouds, hellfire,
feeling-
raining frogs.
If Ron has enough.
I wrote it down. Jeez.
Oh.
Final question.
About time.
Tommy is like, gosh dang, man, it took forever.
In truth, only the faintest sense of a plane shift
It's nothing.
The faint sense of a plane
Look.
shift.
upon us.
It's over on
What
this
did you
side. It rolled all the way over here.
Oh my goodness.
So that means Vecna came from another plane and managed to specifically land where they wanted.
Well, guess what? I bet he's still on the
If he's still in the
Hey,
Feywild,
can you show
We
me?
got nothing out of this
Can you show
question.
me
You
Oberon's
didn't.
soul?
I fucking told you.
No, we did.
Yeah,
No,
so
we talked
the,
to Tanya.
the
Titania.
light that is forming Titania's face sort of fades as it recoils into a small bead of like a single mode of light, which curls back into Reginald's hand. He puts it back into his coat, and he shows you once again the two sort of identical looking souls.
Can I touch Oberon's soul, please?
And I mean, yeah, it won't do anything for you. He's holding it in his hand. Are you trying to cast?
I just want to speak with him.
Oh yeah, I mean
that's all I want to do.
that would work.
Okay.
What if
So he
he?
sort of
What
pulls
if-
the soul into the air, smashes the corruption off of it for a temporary moment, and you can cast Speak with Dead.
Okay, yeah, that's all. I didn't want to do anything like anything. I was just like 5 more questions.
Okay.
All right. So now that we've gotten to that one, now we will ask hers.
We have to know.
Oberon.
We don't know if he had the same vision.
Well, they seen the same thing.
We don't know if they had the same vision though.
We'll ask them.
First question. What did?
No, you don't need to know why did Vecna target you again. It's what did Vecna say to you before you died?
No. First question for him.
Yeah.
What did Vecna say to you before you died?
So Oberon speaks out.
I want to quote him as
Sorry. Stupid.
What? You're good.
No, I'm great. He called me a male wife and said that all of the Feywild would be ruined. And it would be my fault.
He didn't. Oh,
Question 2. I truly don't have
so he didn't show him a vision.
He wasn't ready for all
No,
these
he
questions.
So he didn't show him a vision.
No.
I said there was a paraphrase. They talked about
Alright.
ruin of the Feywild. They both just did.
Oh,
So-
did he?
Hang on. You already got your question.
Hey,
Why
no,
would it be
it's
his
still my
fault, though?
question.
No, you.
It's
answered
my
the
question. I came up with it.
why would it be his
No, you
fault?
didn't. That was yours, but we can't ask another question until we.
I was gonna
talk
do
about
the.
what we're
Are you
gonna
asking?
ask.
In the talk of ruin, was there any order he discussed?
Okay, yes, go with that.
In the talk of ruin, was there any order of the courts he discussed?
I know not of an order, only that the Court of Winters would be spared.
Okay,
So fall.
fall. Hey, we got something with my question.
I was
So you guys wanna take your long rest?
You got 3
Okay.
more questions.
Okay, fine. I have a
I'm
question.
not ready.
It might be a good
Let's leave
question.
him. Let's leave him.
Hold on. We gotta leave him with one question. We
Oh,
gotta
I
get
can't
two
do
more
it.
out
I
of
would
the
have to
way.
dispel the magic.
Hey,
Man.
here's a question.
I can't keep
why,
it.
Okay.
why would it be his fault that the Feywild
Yeah,
was
why would it be
destroyed?
his fault?
Right.
I want to know why it's his fault the Feywild would be destroyed.
Okay, so he says.
A male wife?
Yeah, that's what. That's what.
Then he goes, "You a fucking pussy."
Boy,
It's a good question.
They insulted him. What do you mean?
That's my
He was a
question.
bitch.
This is my question to Oberon. Why is it your fault that the Feywild would get destroyed?
Because he was one of the pillars that were
In
destroyed.
my death, he made me a monster. He
Oh,
promised
right,
that
I
I would see to the death of the other Archfey.
I'll need to write that down. Do
So
you
I think
have a
Vecna's just
question?
going around making deals now?
not at this point.
Oh,
No.
he might actually go for winter next now that that was said.
Well,
Isn't
No,
he-
that was you hearing me wrong.
Oh, that was me hearing you wrong.
Oberon said that he had no idea what court would be targeted next, but that it wouldn't be the Winter Court.
Do you know what plane he came from with the small sense of planar shift? Roll for it.
No, I have only a guess.
I'll take the guess.
You have to ask your 5th question for the guess. He
What?
didn't say it. The answer
What is
was,
your guess?
Do you? Yeah, you didn't ask him what the guess was. You asked if he knew. So he said,
I like that. Good one. It's like a genie in a bottle.
I am uncertain, but he likely came from the ethereal.
I'm looking into the ethereal plane right now.
You don't see any unfamiliar creatures. Actually, hold on. Roll a perception check.
I do have 120 feet because of my robe.
We have fought Vecna so many times if you get us.
Listen, I'm not going
to
to another form. I'm looking into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
I can do that without going anywhere.
Yep. Technically, you'd be able to with see invisibility. That also
What are you
lets you do
doing? You're
that.
supposed to be rolling my dice.
I don't want to roll a nat 20 on it yet. I'm saving it for a fight.
I've rolled 9 nat 20s tonight.
It wouldn't be a fight, but it could be an important check. I was trying to pull something up. Hold on.
That's a 19.
That's bad. I'm gonna shoot somebody.
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna make you have a battle.
You're rolling perception, right?
33.
Fantastic.
With
So
a 19.
I think this is right.
This is so mean.
The only way I could even hit Pyro at this point is using my Nimbus of Pathos ability for the crit range of 17 to 20.
That sucks.
The skipping.
Nimbus of Pathos, it's one of my
Nimbus of
abilities. Yeah.
So I do have a question. I can make 3 potions tomorrow in game. Does anybody have any they would like? I can only make 3.
Found it.
I don't need any because I have some that
You
I've
briefly
made over my
see-
tenure.
You
Okay.
briefly see an incubus getting close to your group,
I can't make
sees
those
that
like
you notice him, and just
It takes
walks
me
the other way.
months.
Wait.
Flies the other way. He's just a random guy in the ethereal plane. You can
Hold on. I'm going to talk to him. I want to get up real quick and rush to him.
Okay, so
With my speed.
you move
I hope you run into a wall
to
in
that
the mansion.
location with rapid speed as he's sort of like getting his wings and sort of flying away.
Wait, I have a question for you, sir. If you could help us, that would be very appreciated.
Turns around. How can you see me? You're not there.
I pull on my robe a little of this thing.
Is that the Feywild over there? Damn. I can fuck around. You see, he casts
Oh,
a
no.
spell with his action and appears before you.
Oh, cool.
He can cast etherealness at will.
Alright,
Oh,
and I'll
God.
Or I
jump
guess
to the
it-
normal.
No, sorry. The spell ends, and he. No, I think it
Reappears.
works. He can't cast etherealness on the ethereal plane. That's how that works.
Okay.
Speak.
So, if you have been listening to us that entire time, you can tell we're in trouble right now. And you know a special spell. If you could help us out, that would be great.
What do you mean?
Could you do a little sneak action for me?
What are you gonna give me for it?
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Do you have any money?
This is the fiend.
He has no money.
He's a fiend, so he wants something.
Oh, and it does specify incubus is just habitat planar, lower planes. It's because it exists in the Nine Hells, but also in the abyss.
Oh, that's right.
They maintain continuity.
Continuity.
Could I try and peer into him to see what he's trying to want from me?
You can do an insight check.
Yeah. I swear, if this rolls anything lower than a 10, I'm done using it.
Okay.
And
I'll
you
take
can't get
that.
it back.
I have reliable
Yes, I
talent.
can.
Oh,
You said insight.
Yeah.
Okay. My insight's a +2. Great, that's a 4. I told you I would roll less than no.
You said you were done with it.
It's my turn with it, motherfucker.
Oh.
no, I said it would go back to him when you crit. It could go back to
Mine.
him. It's your die. This isn't Roscoe's game.
Right.
Don't
There
melt
you go,
that.
buddy.
So you're trying to be insightful in this moment,
trying.
and the incubus is just like looking at you and sort of giving you that like weird stare down. I rolled a, I just pulled this book, the CR4 stat block, but I rolled a 21 persuasion. So he's sort
You
of
know what?
he's sort of getting at you. He looks over and is like, looks like you got a lot of gold. You got any magical stuff?
I pull up my immovable rod and show it off to him. I press the button and let go as it floats.
He sort of tugs at it.
And it doesn't move.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna give him your immovable rod?
I haven't used it yet.
I have an immovable rod.
And you have one, so.
I
Isla
gave you
does
a
have
movable
one.
rod because you wanted one so
That's
bad.
No,
she
it was
said.
me.
No, He
both
wanted
did
one
one.
too, and I was like, all right, you can have one, and now he's giving it away.
Is that
Pyro,
what she
roll,
said?
roll an insight check.
Natural 19, and you said that's a 30.
You think you're looking at this guy and you're like, oh, he's asking for magic items. I could fleece this fucker by giving him an infusion. Do you have any infusions that like aren't on anything important? Like obviously your repeating shot is on your gun.
His goggles of night could be.
Yeah, I'm getting
taken
ready
off.
to be. Getting ready to do that.
Yeah, you like walk up quickly and you're
Oh, no.
you see
Hey.
him eyeing this immovable rod.
I could do this. It'll probably get me more money. So
We're not getting money, we're getting information.
I was actually.
I'm looking to make a quick sell or some kind of trade. So I'm just gonna kind of walk over because I wasn't there, but I'll walk over and I'll be like, oh hey, what are you trying to do?
I was trying to see if he'd do some sneak action for us the next time we run into Vecna,
What for?
so he can follow them.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, how would you like this belt? I'm trying to show it to him. It's the Hill Giant Strength belt.
You look over at this incubus, truly a strength of 8. Like
Hold on,
looking
hold
at
on.
your.
Yeah, puppet.
I'm gonna roll insight on you right now.
Okay,
That's where
yeah,
this is gonna
because
go,
I'm
okay?
lying bigger than shit.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me a deception check.
Oh god, that's
And
Did
terrible.
you
I have
lie
a-
and say it's a belt of something? And
No,
it's
But you
it's a
got your
magic
die
belt,
back.
but it's based on
Nat
how.
20.
Did you roll?
If you.
Did you
Hold on,
roll
hold
that?
on.
Yeah, I did. It
Hold
was
on.
terrible.
That was terrible.
Well, I guess what's your total number?
8.
So I'm rolling, and I have a +5 to this,
So you just have to roll 3 at a time.
You have to roll 3 or lower.
and I'm gonna roll in front of the board.
And I have no more luck points.
Natural 10.
Are you buying me to do anything? What'd you say it was?
Total of 15.
Total of 15. Can you bardic inspiration me? Would you allow me to guidance myself?
Actually, I could use my Sillier. I know it has something charm on it.
Can I guidance myself?
Hold on, magic.
Well, I know that if you're going to guidance yourself, then you can also use your reactions, so I'm not sure about that. Guidance is an action beforehand.
Oh, is it? Okay, well, hey, actually, hang on. Okay, can you give me any kind of pluses?
I could give you. Yeah, I could give you a quick bardic inspiration by pulling on my Lear once.
Okay, is that bonus?
Yeah, that's a bonus. It's a detail.
Roll a 12. You're looking for a +7.
Okay,
Woo!
10, and then that would be 18.
I keep forgetting the charm thing is on the old version.
That looks magic as fuck.
It does.
He's an addict for
So-
magic items.
What are you gonna give me for this?
You don't want me to do any scouting right now?
No, that's not.
That's
We
really-
have a different arrangement. Me and you.
Wait.
You're also. Oh.
Yes, we have a different arrangement. He wants scouting. I want something.
You guys are an adventuring part. I don't have any gold on me. I'm not from this place.
Well, what do you got? Let me have your firstborn child.
Timmy!
Hold on. This is an incubus. Do you know how many children this guy must have already?
That's fine. Give me one of them. I can abuse it.
What if it's 37? He's a demon. He wouldn't really age that.
I can still abuse it.
He looks to you and he goes, I've got something like this. And he's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on you. Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Oh, you-
Excuse me? That's stuck. I'm within
You
that.
have to make a wisdom save too, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Counterspell, motherfucker! I still got spell slots.
I was gonna say it's only a 15.
Spell slots?
Oh, I got 19. What'd you get?
I rolled a 17.
Okay,
So-
we'll
So you guys can
decide.
say we're about to take a
+2.
rest, so it doesn't matter too
Hang
much
on.
here.
He
Technically, you
does-
couldn't get in the mansion.
Hey,
anyway,
do
but
I know
you
that he
sort of
done
invited
that?
him. Oh yeah.
Boom! That's what Pyro would do. He really would. Oh, okay. Do I roll
Time for me to blow your brains out,
This
brother.
guy's got an AC of 15 and 66 hit points. You don't even gotta roll to hit, man. This guy got invited into this place with legends, and he was trying to pull some sneaky shit he was gonna try and steal the belt right off your
Yeah.
thing, and you saved from his spell, and he is no more.
You
Sorry.
can't say I didn't try.
Well, you
It was
did.
great.
Hang on. While he's here.
Oh god. Actually, this fiend bursts into a puff of fire and smoke when he dies, and there's little left but ash on him.
Because he wasn't killed in the Nine Hells. That's
Oh,
all.
that's right, yeah.
So any clothes he had on might still stay.
What's left there?
You see a really sexy, male
Corpse.
G-string.
Male G-string.
There's just like some underwear.
I'm gonna throw it in the fire.
That's
Are
it.
you joking me?
No,
Sure you are.
Okay.
I did. I threw it in the fire.
Pyro goes, yeah, sure.
Listen, puppet is only half whore.
Only half more.
And Roscoe is full.
Because I still have an
Well,
innocent.
after all that fun stuff, Pyro is gonna go over to Reginald and be like, "Look, I'm gonna get a good night's rest. Well, of Century mode.
Take the last
And,
2 hours of a rest.
In the morning, I'm gonna make my homunculus.
I make your
But
waffles.
I need to get with you so we can coordinate spells together. That way, we'll be able to better help our party. Not only that, Puppet.
Yeah.
In the morning, I'll also need your help so we can cast Death Ward on us if we need before we leave.
Just don't
Oh,
wake me up
exciting.
too early.
He said, not the fucking early motherfucker. I will
Shorty,
scream
is
at
there
you.
anything in the morning that you can do for us to give us any kind of bonuses throughout the day? Okay.
I can go out and hunt, get you a deer.
Well, that's nice. Isla.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm saving my tricks. I've got some big things planned, but I'm gonna try and hold off for a few days to build up some reserves. Oh, I do have this one thing though, and Reginald pulls out a scroll.
Oh.
I've got a few of these from the adventuring day. I felt so fucking bad seeing that I give my buddy this magic, and I was just thinking, here, Shorty. I heard that when you cast a spell on yourself, it casts on Gurney. So take
Yes.
the scroll
Thank you.
and cast it on yourself.
Thank you.
Well, what happens if something's cast on
It's a
Gurney?
scroll of haste.
Oh,
Oh, thank you very much.
also in the morning,
That's concentration, isn't it?
everybody,
Yes.
I have a lot of things to do in the morning, so we're probably gonna have to take a few hours. I can wake up in the morning and make 3 potions. I'm not really wanting to expend any kind of spell slots because I need them for some other things that I'm doing. I've already agreed to give. I'm gonna go ahead this time around, Reginald. I'm gonna give Isla, Puppet, and Shorty a potion for this day or this long rest,
Okay.
and the next long rest I'll rotate it. But in the morning I'll be making potions.
Someone has
I
a
have to make
bonfire going. You smell it?
Right, I have to make a servant. I also need to rewrite some spells. So we're going to be taking a little bit of time in the morning for me to be able to get you guys prepared for some of this stuff.
Do you have anything that increases armor class?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, I can make a resilience potion for you. It increases your armor class by 1 for a total of 10 minutes. So I would wait until the battle starts
Absolutely.
to drink it. What would you like, Isla?
Boldness.
Alright, so in the morning, I will make you a boldness potion. You know what it does, right?
Actually, it's no
It
abyssal,
adds-
right?
A d4 to your
Abyssal?
attack
Yeah.
and
You're
saves.
uncertain.
And
For
junior
one
AC?
thing.
Some might.
No, that's not a AC.
Which one's the AC? They're not AC.
Boldness is you add.
No, I want the extra to attack. Never mind. That is what I want.
Okay.
I'm confusing myself.
1d4
They
added
just
to
start
your
talking to
attack
each other,
and
and you
save.
just disappear.
And you said you wanted a boldness
Puppet's
as
gone.
well.
Yeah, puppets.
Well, in the morning.
But yeah,
yeah.
that's exact. You remember that's exactly right. That's
Okay.
right, yeah.
Puppet disappeared to doink his mistress.
Okay.
And we're both doing it in abyssal.
Well, after I tell Reginald and the
That's
party
hot.
what I'm doing, I'm gonna go to my room, which looks like a tinkerer's.
Yeah.
Or actually, I'm gonna have it look like the inside of Dorothy's cottage, where I'm most comfortable.
It's the best interpretation Puppet can do because he's the one that casted the spell.
Right. And then after that, I'm gonna go into sentry mode.
As you're leaving the room, you hear Reginald say, "It's got to be the spookiest dinner I've ever had."
Oh, hey, as you guys
Three of
see,
the dolls on the ceiling start smiling at him.
hey, so this is just for something funny, and you might get a laugh out of this too, because you'll hear it in your bedroom as you're banging the archfey. So
Your bedroom is your banging.
I'm walking to my bedroom, and as one of your puppets drops down, and goes,
Straight up merch your puppet ass,
Boom!
bitch.
I mean,
Not again.
the puppet falls down on the ground.
And it gets back up.
Roscoe.
Shorty's room would be like a mixture of the 4 elements because he's a ranger. Like each corner is a different
Well,
element.
I like a forest / mountain. You know,
Oh.
forest off kind of mountain because I'm a mountain dwarf, a mountain gnome, but I was raised in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah.
But I am the king of the mountain dwarves.
It's a half and half.
I am
Yours
the king.
would just be like the inside
Royalty.
as it rocks.
Don't you know?
With a hammock? Do I get a hammock?
With my hammer.
A poofy hammer.
If I had a hammer, in the
I love a
Reginald-
hammock.
Puppet wouldn't know what to do for Reginald, so he gave him a bird cage with a training mannequin.
Training medic.
Well, actually, it would have been like a moving training mannequin. It would have whatever skills Puppet would have in terms of fighting.
See
It would
how
also wield a rapier.
see how chaotic I can be in roleplay?
Me in real life.
It does.
Just kidding.
he draws his blade.
And
What'd you say?
For my musician's feat, or whatever I have, it's the inspiring leader feat. I'm literally just gonna have little speakers appear in each room as Mob and Puppet are finishing.
Ew.
So when they finish, everyone feels inspired.
What? Everybody feels what?
Inspired.
And they get the heroic inspiration.
Oh, that's funny.
But you all had to listen to Mob and Puppet
Finish an abyssal.
finish an abyssal.
That's okay. I think I know Abyssal.
You wrote that up. You wrote that up for me.
I think
What's
I
that
know
feat
Abyssal. That's
that I
bad.
have underlined.
You mean the Piercer?
Uba, no, the one above Piercer.
Doom of Dimensional Travel?
Is that what it is?
Whenever
it
you
looks
were-
like ba 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 ba. Like
Boom.
what?
Yeah.
He said, is that what that says?
Boon of Dimensional Travel. So when you make an attack or spell,
Yes, I can
you can teleport 30
teleport.
feet.
All right.
Hi, Jay-Z.
I'm trying to look all these things up, and I'm like, what is that thing?
It's
All
the
right,
Boon
well.
of Dimensional Travel.
Failing anything else, you're completely safe in this mansion, and you accomplish
And
a
it
long
lasts
rest.
for 24 hours. So,
The morning greets you with like, I'm imagining like there's a big like grandfather clock that has like like a little robotic like puppeteered parrot essentially
Mhm.
that comes out in the hour and is like, or I guess it'd be like a big cuckoo bird, you know what I mean? Cuckoo, cuckoo. But this like big puppeteered cuckoo bird just like flaps its wings on the hour and everyone gets up. Refreshing. I've changed out some things. So Reginald slams his spell book onto the table. I was looking at that scroll. I could add that to my book if I tried.
Puppet and Mob are coming out dressed in robes and holding coffee.
Couple of sluts.
She's got that like green and white with the little galaxy dollar design for the coffee cup. This like warm lid atop it.
I have a question. Roscoe, how does time work in your mansion?
So the time in my mansion would be the same as the time outside the mansion. Sadly, that's exactly how it works.
I want to make a note before I go to sleep where the sun was, and after our 8-hour rest, I want to note where it's at when I wake up.
Is it
Really?
dark outside when
No.
I stick my head out?
No, it's light out.
It's still light out?
The sun never changes.
Yeah,
It's
the
like we never slept at all.
The sun didn't move from the
Damn.
time that we had both of those battles to before we took our long rest. It hasn't
I
moved.
never got.
And you have to take quite a ways to actually sneak out, or to actually like peek out and see the outside because your mansion is inside the palace. But you're able to do so.
What if I
without
added a
issue.
binocular to look outside a window into the other window, then look up?
New idea for Magnificent Mansion. Telescopes. You've just got like arcane eyes that could. That's fun.
That would be awesome! Are you kidding me?
So Reginald sort of plops down. He's like, as far as first level spells I could cast, I could still do long strider on us every day. By the way, zip 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 zip. We all have an extra 10 feet to our movement speed, including Gurney and Queen Mom.
15?
She's like, oh, you touched me.
15?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, 10. Extra
Okay, that's
10
what I
feet
thought. Okay.
movement speed, but that's basically permanent with spell mastery. And then he looks over and he's like, and I've switched out Vortex Warp. I don't know if it was getting quite the response I wanted. So today, because we might need to help our friends out, I have Enhance Ability.
Right.
At will.
Also,
Cool wizard
I
trick.
swapped out.
I think I saw you cast Jump one time. That was cool, so I prepared that. And Divine Smite and Silvery Barbs.
I also replaced a first level spell for Absorb Elements, so I get another reaction.
Oh, I can see we both have See Invisibility.
Yes, I also took out Invisibility for See Invisibility,
Ha.
and
Shucks.
I took out Create Food and Water with Dispel Magic.
And then the last thing is if we get a chance to, if we need to take a short rest in as short as time as possible, I can do that. I can cast 2 spells on us, Catnap, and get us a 10-minute short rest, but we might want to protect our unconscious
Also-
bodies.
I'm gonna say that you guys see Pyro come out of his room a couple hours later as he walks out with a homunculus servant, and he looks at all of you and says, "This is Kevin. You can call him Kevin."
When did you have a child?
I just made him.
Reginald's got 2 vials of blood, and he's like, I'm ready to summon some demons. I have the spells to speak to them as
I
well.
want to describe my homunculus servant because
Please.
what I've done to him is this poor thing. So
Honestly.
Yes.
you see it come out, and it's kind of made out of the same material as what I am a little bit, but probably a little bit more heftier. And I have wrapped his showing parts in
Genitals.
some of the decaying skin that I have
Ah.
from myself, so he looks
the worst.
he looks in a way like a similar mini me. And I've also put a mask over his head as well.
It's a mini him
And
from the movie.
I've also given him this spell storing ring with
Wait.
Spell storing ring or the spell storing item?
I think spell storing.
spell storing item to be able to heal us if needed in battle. He will be our healer.
Spell storing item, spell refueling ring.
Yeah,
Right.
the spell
So-
killing is like 1 level 3.
One moment, I'm describing.
No,
everything.
you're describing Kevin.
And since I woke up, here is your resilience potion to increase your AC, and here is your boldness and your boldness.
You guys still already have those the healing potions from Tasha's bubbling cauldron, right?
Mhm.
Cool.
1 potion for that.
I don't think any of us
Yeah.
spent those yet, so I don't have to cast that yet, but I have it prepared in case we do.
So that is everything that I prepared for you. One moment, everybody. I'll be right back. I need to calculate something for myself. I'm going into the palace to go look out a window.
Have fun.
Once you get back, I want to cast telepathic bond on us again. I only have it as a ritual, so it'll take me a minute.
Well,
But
I can wait for the moment.
I was thinking we could you could take care of that. You could get back. We could do that, and then we could leave.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. Puppet. It lasts for 8 hours, so if you want, we can cast Death Ward on everybody before we leave here. Or we can do it now. I think we should do it before we leave. That way
Sometime
we
before
get
we
more time.
Yeah.
Okay.
The targets I'll be doing is me, Reginald, and Nyla.
And I will be
Whoop-de-whoop.
doing myself and Shorty and Gurney.
Gurney.
Gurney. I will also do it on Gurney as well.
Okay.
What do we get for those?
It's death ward. The
Death
first
ward. So if your hit points, if something would kill you, it doesn't. You go back to 1.
Back to
one
one.
last 8 hours.
Yeah. But we haven't cast it yet. But we will.
Right.
It'll be on
I'm paying you a note so I don't forget to write it down later. Great.
there. Okay. Yeah.
I'm making
I'm
a note
gonna
not to
say
forget to write it later.
you casted Death ward, right?
No, he
or
casted
we,
telepathic bond and Longstrider.
okay.
on all
Yeah.
those.
Lone Strider
It
gets
sucks how
extra.
you can't just upcast it and get more people in it now.
Oh, I'll make this quick. Before you go, I have one final thing for you, Pyro. I'm afraid there's not a specific magical store that could fulfill your needs here, but I thought you might partake in some of this. And she hands you about a 100-foot bundle of this really, really fine-looking silk rope.
Oh yes. You said how much?
100 feet. So
Is
that's like
this
two
the
50-foot
The
bundles.
lasso of truth?
Not quite, but this is something that could be used for enchanting into a magical item, such as a rope of entanglement or a lasso of truth, something like that. No, this is simply Fey silk rope.
Reginald
especially
cast
here.
Longstrider.
And I can do that every hour on the hour, essentially, because it lasts an hour, but I can cast it at will. So.
Shit.
Pretty dope.
Ow.
Sorry.
Okay,
You beat
so
me up.
right now I have Puppet and Pyro cast Death Ward on everybody. You cast Longstrider. I gave out potions. And made Kevin.
Whew. Excuse me.
Made
All right.
Kevin.
As you guys
Made my son.
get ready to leave the mansion, I'll say. You had something to say?
Yeah.
Please.
Well, overnight, I was basically loving on my new bow, trying to.
Okay.
I'm trying to get
Yeah.
I'm keeping it next to me. I sleep with it and everything.
God, why haven't I used this
Trying
before?
to get myself attuned to it. I get up in the morning, before I leave the room and everything, and shoot a few arrows, trying to get attuned to it. Do I get attuned to it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's not cursed by any means, so you simply you take the long rest, and at the end of the time period, you feel this sort of like this just arch-fey power resonating
I can
within
do
you.
it once.
It's a little
because of
sliver
my gear,
of
and if I
Queen Mob's
do that,
own strength.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the downside.
Okay.
But
Can I do
it
my
can be
wish?
helpful if I do it on someone.
Yes, we have yet to establish that you have a
And
wish
I
from Serenity.
I have a wish from Serenity.
Still manage to-
My
Let's resolve
wish
that.
with attack ratio.
is for.
Hang on. Let's let him do his wish real quick.
Okay, my wish is for, those archery arm
Mm-hmm.
things. I can't remember what they're called at this point, but I want one of those. But the power that it has is all I have to do is think about it, and it'll bring whichever bow I want to my hand immediately.
Oh, okay. So you've got
Because
two
he's got
bows
a couple
right now.
bows.
I've got 2 bows right
so,
now.
So you
Actually, I have
want-
3. Somebody wanted my old +3 longbow.
Yeah, I wanted to.
I use
steal
short
it just
bows.
to
I'm
have
not
it.
a strength-based character.
Oh, I would say that because we're
Go,
all
Rocky.
level 20 and we've taken the 10 years of interlude, you have whatever like standard +3 weapons that you're proficient
yeah.
with if you
Right.
desire. So you could still have a +3 longbow as well as these other 2 if you
What was the
really
damage
wanted
for
to
it
keep it on
again?
there.
It's it was only 1d8 plus dex plus 1d8 plus dex plus
Okay.
9
I thought
Plus three,
longbows
plus
were
9.
Look, I thought longbows were strength,
No,
Am I
they're
wrong?
just heavier weapons in general.
so they're not strength.
They're not strength based. All ranged attacks are dex based, unless
So I
you're
could use a longbow.
Okay.
if you're proficient with them.
And I'm
So
not.
just so everyone
Yeah,
knows,
most short bows easier. to
I
proficient
only
with.
have 1/4 level spell
So
slot
yeah,
left.
that's boom.
I
That
think
leaves me
that's
with no fourth level
I think
spells.
that's totally fair game. This will
So,
give you.
well, I would take it back and
like,
cast it on
You don't
I
even
wouldn't
need
cast
to
it on
do
myself.
a
I
free
have the boon.
object
I
interaction
basically
in
have
order
one
to
already.
call the right bow to
Well,
your
it's only
hand.
a fourth
You can
level
just
spell slot.
summon it.
Right.
And if there's a bow that's
And
already
I
in your
would
hand,
only
you
do
can
that
dismiss it
because we took
for
a
free as
long
well.
rest. If we took a
Okay.
short rest,
Do you guys like that?
Huh?
Yeah.
It's not even the one object interaction he gets for free as part of his turn that costs him to bring the bow to his hand. It just happens. And if he wants to switch out the bow, he does it for free as well.
Oh, okay.
That's
cool.
his magic action. That's his magic item wish. So
Oh, nice. I like it.
I like it. I'm gonna have to look up. Somebody find out what that is.
What?
yeah, we wouldn't have a real name for it, but why don't we call it
It's
something like
basically the returning weapon.
bracers of true.
Well, I want to find out what in real life what that.
It's
is.
called
Oh,
a
right.
bracer.
Huh?
Well, I think there's a more specific
There's-
like archery gauntlet name to it. Bracers is. What
I
they
have
call
one
it,
at my
but
parents' house because I have a compound bow.
Like a bow guard or something. I don't remember the name.
It's
for it,
a
but-
forearm guard is what it is.
Right.
So
Might be bow guard. I'm not sure.
You said, have we left the mansion? Are we done with the mansion, you guys?
I'll say you guys are leaving.
Okay.
It's
They're
a bracer.
called
is it a bracer?
erasers or arm guards.
An
Bracers
archer
are
wears a
arm
bracer
guards.
to protect the inner forearm against whiplash from
Shorty's
the bowstring.
bracer.
Arm guard is the phrase
Bracer,
that I was thinking of, but I
bow
couldn't.
summoning.
Bracer is
We like that. Bracer of bow summoning.
bow summoning. That's
Yeah.
better than returning. Yeah.
Archer's arm guard, and in parentheses it says bracer.
So once we walk out of your mansion, do you guys want to walk with me to the window? You just got to follow me. I've been there. I just want to see where the sun is at the moment.
We could head out.
Stick my head out the window, look up.
No, we have to travel to the window.
Well, after we travel to the window, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick my head out.
Okay,
So
so,
as you guys
you
are
said the
walking that
sun
way.
was right here. Now is the sun moved?
Not at all.
Fucking thing ain't moved.
It's just at
Well, that's right,
sunset.
it could take a
Queen
year
Mob
for
sort
the
of
night to
described
come
it as
in this
potentially
place.
being some sort of mass illusion on the Feywild.
Oh shit! I got an idea.
The day-night cycle is funky.
I'm just
They
going to have a
Different
look.
set of rules.
Do I see like animal spirits when I see into the ethereal plane?
Not all the time, but there appears to be like some sort of like
That's handy.
gentle,
Yeah.
like intangible spirits that are sort of wisping around. You're not sure if they're like deceased Eladrin that are in the ethereal before they proceed outward, but there are a couple of like small, like not even challenge rating 1/4 ghosts. You know what I mean? Like they're spirits and ghosts, but they would not be a threat.
That's right. It's just fun to watch them.
So we know that the Supreme Court is essentially fortifying their defenses.
I'll say, as you guys get to the doors of the palace, Queen Mob has sort of followed you to this point, and she says, "Though it's imperative that we defend the Archfey, I think your next steps are clear. Find the Great Grandmother. She is a powerful being that is not far from here, and she will lead you towards. She should have the nature of defending us from this corruption. If anyone. It's a gamble. But you need to take it."
Should we go check on the fall court first to make sure nothing's went there yet?
So
Because remember,
I could do that, but it would burn some
that's hard
levels. Oh yeah, there's a little bit.
because for the great grandmother,
I think there's one left of, or
should
the
we
one
have
left of the other.
them go because they're the most stealthy of us,
Yeah.
and then me
we'll
and you go to the fall and like find a defensive position.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We're gonna split
Okay,
the party!
yeah, For a
What
minute,
time? We
just-
got this.
For a minute, it's gonna be fun. Trust me.
You want me to
Look at
send
how
you
many
to
things
Kevin?
we have up there.
You want
Yeah, do
Kevin
you want
to go
Kevin?
with you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
Kevin,
we'll send
Kevin.
you with Kevin. then.
Yay,
And
get
you just look at Kevin and be like, follow her commands.
Listen to her, and if you fuck up,
We
I'm gonna
did.
shoot you.
Just why he's not even gonna be
You're
there
lucky,
when we
yeah.
find him. He's gonna get like
Here,
swallowed
hang
by
on.
something.
Let me show you what I'm gonna do if you don't listen. Boom!
Oh.
Mending.
Puppet just laughs in the
It
background.
literally says in the book you can heal it with mending.
Puppet's just laughing in the background.
So I heal Kevin with mending, and I'm like, all right, now listen to her.
Fair enough.
That's
You okay?
Reginald.
You okay, Reginald?
I'm neutral about it.
If he doesn't start
She's
shit,
the same height as him.
if he doesn't start shit,
Oh,
we'll be
Reginald's like-
fine.
4'11",
As long as he listens.
You're
to
the
us.
height of
Or-
your mother?
maybe. He's shorter than an average humanoid
What?
because he's Kenku.
What? He's shooting children all the time? Is that what
He's
you're
not a
saying?
child. You technically made him as a small adult. He's a dwarf.
He's a mini me.
Just like the movies.
So what's the plan?
So the plan is they're
Okay.
gonna go find the great grandmother.
And
With
we're
Kevin,
going-
we're gonna go check out the fall
The
place
fall
to see.
fort. And Reginald, do you want to go with them or us?
I'm the way to get to both places.
I
Actually,
can get
you
to
can
one of
too.
them. I can get to the fall place. Fuck.
I'm just the one that has
the
the.
GM wants the party to split.
The
I-
shooting
I know, that's why
I
we're
should
throwing
do
a
it.
wrench in the plan.
Oh,
I think this should die.
I don't have the text thoughts prepared
It's
today.
dead.
Yeah, it's flashing. It's dead.
Good thing I have 3 others.
Y'all are crazy.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Alright. The last feat you had.
Save the clerics!
Either TO or IO.
Oh, irresistible offense. IO.
Is that? That must be back here.
It's in with the boons.
Okay.
It stops. Isn't that like the automatic hitter, the one that makes all his damage?
Is it a boon now?
No, Piercer made your bow's piercing damage unable to be resisted. So, irresistible offense gives you an automatic hit once per round.
Let's get DMG real quick.
I think the last check.
Hey.
I can't find it. Though.
It's empty.
It doesn't mean I can't throw it at you.
I know.
What do you mean? It's in with the boons.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Boon of irresistible offense.
It's like one of the Reginald has it.
I'm looking for it.
Pyro has it.
What?
No, not me.
Oh,
it's,
not you.
It's,
You have irresistible offense.
Yeah. No, not irresistible offense, combat prowess.
Oh, combat prow. What is irresistible offense again?
I don't see
that
it
one's
in
the
here.
one where you ignore the resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, and then when you crit, you do extra damage equal to the.
That's why I gave it. I should have changed Piercer because of that.
Yeah, because you give me a
Change
couple.
Piercer then.
Sharpshooter and Spell Sniper do about the same thing. Too.
No, Spell Sniper is for your spells. There's
No.
a big difference.
No.
Yes.
2 of the things are the same.
No,
I
they're
still
the same but for a different thing. Sharpshooter is with your ranged attacks.
Yeah, sharpshooters with ranged attacks. Spell
Spell
sniper is
for your
magic.
spells.
194.
So you can.
Here, this is the best way to put it. Sharpshooter, weapons.
Yes.
Spell sniper,
For a healer.
spells.
Yeah.
Oh, boon of the resistible offense. Okay.
See,
I looked for it. One there.
But now you find it.
No, we'll look for it.
Now read it because you should change Piercer if you want to keep that one.
great.
I'm gonna start.
There it is.
I'm gonna start the teleportation circle for the fall cord.
Okay.
Reginald's
Go
like,
through
we
that.
don't need to split the fucking party, but okay.
Well, if he can get you
We'll
guys to
figure
the
it out.
grandmother faster,
This is what
then-
makes it fun.
Oh, I don't. I was planning on getting there.
And then teleporting to the fall court.
Oh, getting there then teleporting to the.
I was hoping to save some of my reserves and not just burn through a bunch of spells at the beginning of the day.
Well, you're not burning through a bunch of them. If
I
you
burned
go
through
with
a
those.
lot. I only got 1/4 level left.
Same.
The teleport's just my kind of highest level thing. We
Hmm.
were gonna trek. It's not too far by trek.
I know, but
Like
if
a day's
Vecna,
travel if we.
if Vecna chooses to attack early, we might as well be there just in case.
Well, we can at least go inform them
That too.
for intelligence. or
And then as
intel.
long as I can go back to the circle, I can come back here, and then we can go trek to the.
And we could also tell them that actually we need to tell them to fortify because they're not going after winter. The only one left is fall.
What's that one spell? I would know this spell, but not like be able to cast it. What's the one
Yes.
that stops dimensional or teleportational travel into it? It's got a huge radius.
There's some of them.
Force cage is one.
It's not force cage.
Are
It's
you thinking
different.
of? Are you thinking of Hallow?
Yes, Hallow. It makes the ground unable to be teleported into by anything except for deities.
Right, but it takes normally it takes 24 hours to cast. It's not an action casting time. It's like a long casting time.
Deity.
So, you guys set out.
Let's go with them. They go.
That is its duration until dispelled.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically permanent until someone's like 5th level
So
of
this-
dispel magic.
I'll let you make this decision. Are we going to fall or are we following? Because you're the one with the spell.
And he's got 2.
But he's going with them.
I know, that's. And he doesn't want us to split up, so there's got to be something that's supposed to happen.
Well, let's not split up.
Fine, we won't.
That's fine. Where are we meeting?
That's the
If I get a
point
short
of,
rest, I can prepare sending.
that's the point of D&D, having to improvise on the fly.
You know what? Fine. Me and Pyro will go to the fall court. Yep.
Okay.
I've made up my mind. We're going
Whatever
to the
happened to
fall
the
court.
3 options?
What
Huh?
options?
I don't know, but we're going to the
I don't know what you're
fall
talking
court.
about.
Dump pill.
We're
We're
still.
there yet.
Oh.
Oh, that's something I need to write down. I need to write down that we have telepathic bond
For 1 hour.
for 1
So
hour.
what hour is that again? Like.
Is that a freebie you cast?
It's a ritual.
It's a ritual.
Meaning you can do it for free because it's a ritual.
If I take 10 minutes, I can do it for free. Yep. So I guess he would do that right before you guys teleport out to give you the maximum time.
So
Is there a distance on that?
It's as long as you're on the same plane of existence, it's no distance.
Cool.
Alright, cool.
It's regardless of the distance, I should say. So,
So when we get
Puppet
back,
conjures a teleportation circle, which you have spell components for, but might need to find more of at some point.
I'm gonna look at Reginald and I'm gonna go, when we get back, we'll call.
Okay, I could call if we get a short rest.
Okay.
You got a sending stone? I don't have a sending stone. Oh well.
I could have made one this morning, but.
It'll be fine. I can send you. Yeah, I don't want it in the shop. Go on. Great. So. Can hold on to that for now. Yeah, in a second.
Looking for this druid initiate thing too.
We
Did you
discussed. Sorry, I want to describe just real
Wait,
quick.
What do you mean magic?
Let me do
It's-
one more
it's-
thing,
that's part of your
but it's not going to
spells.
be with you guys. So,
Some of your
um,
spells came from the druid spell list.
Puppet and Pyro
Okay.
enter the teleportation circle after the casting. They vanish, and the chalk that was cast on the ground. I think in 2024 it says inks. Same difference. The runes that you placed along the ground all vanish without a trace. No tracking, right? So the 3 of us and Gurney are left in a position where we have to make haste. So what Reginald does is he conjures his found familiar, an owl, a white owl. Looks like an all white sort of barn owl. Nice sort of design that blends in with a cloud. Throws it into the air and it's going to scout ahead before us. And then he's going to use his spell mastery to. You have reliable talent, so I'm going to go ahead and assist my friend with this next check. Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have given Bardic Inspiration before you left. If only we had thought about that. But we've got Heroic Inspiration, so it's okay.
I could do it in the same action as a spell because I can use my musical instrument as my spellcasting focus and replace it with material.
Right, it's just a bonus action, but we didn't think of it before
Yeah.
we confirmed that you were gone. Is what I'm mentioning for. So go ahead and previously, what I would do in a situation like this is I would say one of you or 2 of you can make a Wisdom survival test. This is a search action, I believe is the term for it. And previously I'd be like one of you could do it, or 2 of you could do it with advantage. But the help action is a little more nuanced in 2024.
I'll help Shorty.
Rather than say one of you can help the other and Reginald can't do anything, I've got enhanceability on one of you. I'm gonna go ahead and have each of you roll a survival test. I guess one of you could do it if you wanted, but each of you will make a survival test because you can roll. I'll let you roll first. And you have advantage.
No crap.
Oh, is that cocked though?
Yeah, that's kind
That's
of
totally
complicated. Oh, Tanner rolled the same damn thing.
If only you were here, you'd get your Bardic Inspiration back. Or
Uh,
I guess it was advantage, so.
you said survival, right?
Yep.
I have a plus 20 to survival.
A plus 20?
16.
What would I
26.
get back? We had a long rest since I did that, so I'd be full anyway.
16.
Well, I mean, if you had given it out,
Yeah.
the DC was 30.
Oh, really?
Shit.
Jesus fucking.
You're level
you.
20. He has a plus 20 to his.
Hey, that's a good
I only
point.
rolled I rolled
couldn't-
twice and I rolled a 6.
I couldn't
and
have
a
rolled it without a natural 20. I only have a plus 6 in survival.
You rolled a 6 and a 1?
1. I rolled a 6 and a 1.
Rip.
Oh, wait a minute. Do I have
So,
anything?
Do you
any way
have
to-
guidance?
No.
We just teleported away the bardic inspiration, the guidance, and the flash of genius that all could have made a difference right now. Sorry, guys.
26.
And that's where we're gonna cut to break, as you guys are going to get lost in the fucking woods.
Oh no!
Well, that sucks.
Too bad Mom couldn't have done anything.
Wait a minute. You got the owl up there.
Hey,
Did
ready?
you pause it?
Help than us.
Welcome back, everybody.
And welcome back. Thank you.
To a
Hello.
lost ranger.
God dang it!
So, the three of you with Gurney and the owl in the lead, I think I named it Scanlan, if I remember right, continue to travel through this dense Fey jungle. It's like all of the plant life and overgrown vegetation here is just iridescent with multicolored leaves. It's difficult to get anywhere because there's no paths, and you guys spend a considerable amount of time walking before Jordy, you find tracks. Familiar tracks. There's like 3 figures, and one of the figures is 4-legged.
We're going in circles, guys.
Oh boy.
So you guys travel through the jungle for a little while. Go ahead and we're gonna do the same thing.
Is this heavy? I mean, are we going through heavy plant growth type stuff?
There is some heavy plant growth, but I will say that still as a ranger, you're able to avoid the thickest of it. That would be slowing
I can
you
go
guys
straight
down.
through it
Well,
myself.
you're sort of like guiding the party to a point where
Right.
the rest of them can move as well. But there are sections that would like block your path, but not
Personal
significantly.
growth.
That makes sense. There's ways around things
Huh?
that people are able to do. It's just there are no clear paths.
First of all, if I design from useless
Okay,
velocity to
so,
roll that third.
As part of this, after the first failure, the DC is less challenging, not more challenging. So I want you guys to go ahead and do the same thing. Reginald's going to give you advantage, and you can roll survival as well.
No, I rolled a 10 on that, so that makes that a 30.
Okay, the DC was 20.
Power Ranger thing?
So
Roll
as you
9.
guys make your
No!
way through
13, 16. I can only roll. I can't roll any higher, any lower than a 16 on survival.
So you
Lying
guys
down.
are traveling through this jungle for quite a while. As the sort of hours pass, the jungle does give way to sort of this like mountainous region that's you kind of walk on the edge of some cliffside crags for a while before you come to sort of a space that's like a mesa jutting out from the cliffside, and you can see just sitting there on its own. Oh, I need some music for this. Sorry. You could see just sitting there on its own is this like large, sort of like golden, maybe gilded, locked chest.
Oh no.
Monk.
Can I check it for traps?
Sure. How close do you get?
30 feet.
Go ahead and give me. That would be a perception check to search for traps.
25.
25. You look over within like 30 feet there. It looks like a pretty standard chest. You can see like the wooden sort of frame that is not composed of gold. There's like gold on the edges of most of this thing. But you look over and you see like a pretty sturdy lock, but no traps. You don't see any sign of traps.
Can I try to pick the lock?
If you get within 5 feet.
Be careful. This could be a.
Do you want to get within 5 feet, or do you have some other way of picking locks?
Mage hand!
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Use your mage hand.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to pick my lock.
All right, so you stay 30 feet back, conjure your invisible mage hand, hand it the thieves' tools, and it moves up. Go ahead and just give me a Thieves' Tools check. I'll say as you are doing this, Reginald's going to watch over and cast Enhance Ability on you. Cat's Grace, you have advantage.
Is that a sleight of hand check?
No, it would be, unless you have expertise specifically, it would be your Dex plus your proficiency.
Oh, come on. Where would I find if I have expertise in these tools?
Be a player option, I think.
You have expertise in
Features
Thieves'
and
Tools.
traits.
You're
Not necessarily. Rogues can choose expertise. They get proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah, these tools isn't one of my options. Under
I
my
thought we
skills.
discussed that it was. Rocky, just go ahead and roll at advantage for me, and you're adding, what is your dexterity? 24? You're adding plus 7, plus 6, so add 13.
28.
28 will succeed.
What's in the chest?
So you pick the lock,
Oh,
the chest remains shut. The mage hand opens the chest with your brilliant perception and pristine passive perception with reliable talent. You look over and you can see within, sort of gilded in silver, wood in similar fashion, a slightly smaller chest.
No! How long is this gonna go on for?
What do you mean? There's just one inside of...
Yeah, and there's gonna be another one inside of that one.
Do you want to try and...
I wanna try to pick the lock on the smaller chest.
Go ahead and roll.
29.
Okay, the DC was 28. So...
Oh yeah.
Your mage hand picks the lock on this silver sort of coated chest, and
No, the inside's gonna be bronze.
within it,
It's a tinier bronze chest.
you can see there's a chest made out of copper, still nearly the
Copper.
same size.
I'll pick the lock. Fucking not good enough.
As your mage hand goes to pick the lock, the still chest, boing, springs out of the two that were inside it, and does a flip in the air and lands right behind the two open chests that are inside one another.
Can I
It's
try
a
to
mimic.
move my mage hand to unlock it again?
You have to get closer, but yeah.
It's
Okay.
a mimic.
If it's a mimic, it's tiny. I got this. Fucking 24.
That will succeed. So, the two of us are just kind of watching
Yeah.
Isla struggle with this
I've
chest.
Struggle!
As the,
I've
not
got a
struggle,
bow
you're-
out. I've got
you're-
a bow out ready.
You're concerned. You're just kind of looking over.
Yeah.
Isla uses her mage hand, opens the lock on the third chest. It opens, and inside the chest is a slightly smaller chest made of stone. This one's square, while the previous ones were hinged like this.
Yeah.
This one has a flat top.
Is there a lock on it?
No.
Can I open it?
You open it with your mage hand.
Yes.
You find a chest
Made of wood?
no, I just did 3 made of wood. This one's it looks
Cardboard.
I'm not gonna say pure. It's
Cardboard.
made out of rubber.
Rubber! Is it got a lock on it?
Yes.
Can I pick the lock?
This one looks especially difficult, but you still have advantage.
24.
Does not succeed.
Gonna try again.
I guess, yeah.
Natural 20.
So as you go to pick this second lock, you
And a natural 1 on the other dice, by the way.
Oh,
it struggles
Yeah.
for a second, and then as your lockpicks make purchase, the hinge unlocks and the chest zips out of the way of the mage hand before it can open it.
Then I'll open it with my hand.
You go and open it with your hand.
Stupid rubber chest.
So
If it bites me, I will shoot it with my bow.
you go to grab it, and it pulls out of the way again.
Just shoot it.
I'll shoot it with my short bow.
Rubber?
Roll to hit.
I don't actually know my plus. Oh, 19.
Yeah,
Damage?
it's not sneak attack.
Is it within 5 feet of him?
She didn't have advantage, and this isn't a creature. No one else has approached it. You don't.
You know what? It's 1d6. I'm gonna roll one of these.
Just roll 1d6.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of
12.
paying attention.
Yeah. So the
12 damage to this stupid rubber chest. Do I pin it to the ground?
a magic arrow sticks into the chest, and it. I'll say yes. It kind of like sticks it into the dirt there.
Can I grab it
Start strangling it.
You go
and
grab
then
it.
pull the arrow out of it while holding it tight and try to open it?
You pull the arrow out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up off the ground because we're in the
The arrow's
arrow's
still in it.
with the arrow still in it, and then pull the arrow out and open the chest.
Okay, so the rubber chest opens as the arrow is pulled out. Another chest,
Just put it in your pocket. We'll
I'm gonna
figure
put it in
out
my
later.
this
back.
one's made out of like green stone. It's
Okay.
even smaller than the last one. It bounces up and lands behind you.
I am going to. Can I grab it?
It's like one of those Russian
You go to
bombs.
grab it and it moves out of your reach.
Yeah.
Behind
All of a sudden, you notice with your blind sight it turns invisible.
No, God.
You're like, what in the hell?
What the fuck? What but nine?
What the fuck, man?
You can still see it. In fact, you can see it too because it's less than 30 feet from you.
Okay. I can still see it even though it's
Acid
invisible?
splash. Give me a dex save.
Yeah, you have 30-foot blind sight.
Oh, that's right. I have
So-
30-foot blind sight.
As you
Give me a
frustratedly
dex save.
attack this immobile chest with an acid
What's
splash,
immobile?
you watch as well.
Okay.
It's an inanimate object, but I guess it's not immobile. Inanimate is what I'm looking for. You go and hit it with this thing, fully expecting it to spring away with a dex save, and it just sort of. And then you hear the sound of like faint ethereal music as it goes. And the final chest opens, and this little fey weasel boop, pops out.
I'm gonna catch it.
It just lands on the ground. and goes, Thank you.
And then you start choking it out.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on with that. You fed me with your frustration.
Oh, crap. What do I got here?
Are you guys lost?
A little bit.
No. We know where we're going.
I can point you in the right direction if I know where you're going to.
I have to remember all the laws of the Feywild. Don't eat. Don't tell them people your name.
Don't give someone your name.
You can say you can call me,
Right.
but you can't be like my name is.
It's the
Just
may
tell
I
them
have
you're
your
looking
name
for the
when they
grandma.
give you.
Or the grandmother. Tell them you're looking for grandmother.
Do you know where great grandmother is?
Yeah, I think it's just if you follow that river, it leads to the Sea of Tropical Dreams.
See that?
That's what you're looking for.
No,
You know,
don't think they're good. I'm looking for great grandmother. She sounds like a swamp woman.
oh, she lives on the island. It's her island.
Weird. Huh.
That's all I know. Sorry.
Okay. Should we follow the river, guys?
Should we follow this guy's?
Whatever, I can't help.
Do you want me to
Did
get
we
an
get a
insight
long rest in the
I
mansion?
do want
Yes.
to do an
Oh, yeah, we
insight
did do that.
check.
You can make an insight check.
Yeah, insight check. I don't trust this guy.
My HP is back down to 220.
Isla, do you want to make an insight check as well, or do you want to roll, or you
But
want
I've
to
never
roll
been
an
hit.
advantage?
In the 2 battles we had with Vecna, I took no damage.
Reginald has proficiency in insight. He's gonna help you.
Okay.
No, it was the Trask
So you can
battle
roll for
and
insight
the
as well if
second
you
battle
want
with Vecna.
Hold
First
on,
battle
I
I
need to
was at.
look something
That's
up.
look at how many times can this thing land on its edge? It's
You can roll
amazing.
insight as well if you want to.
Insight!
Yeah. Reginald is going to do the help.
18.
18?
Well,
That's a deep subject.
22. Even though I rolled a 2 and I only have a plus 12, but
So-
I rely on talent. So.
Each of you guys kind of
Oh, look at
look
Sugar.
off at this weasel. It seems happy. It seems
Bonus
jovial.
action.
What you gather is that
It's got a little
you have unwittingly fulfilled a sort of code for this fey creature. that it is being honest with you because it is already sated.
Because it's the thing we needed to do for it in order for it to be honest to us was to get it out of the boxes.
Well,
And I did it! I got it!
Yes.
Boom!
All right, good.
Oop, there's a dog I believe. My head.
Well done.
Shabuya!
Booyah.
Shout out to Pointy Hat. We love the chest weasel. Thanks, guys. I got to do that encounter. So you guys
That's funny.
succeeded on the second survival check. So barring a few hours of sort of wasting time, you guys are able to make it with a little bit of time left off to this space. I've described you're moving through. There was a Fey jungle that you've crossed. Now you're through these mountainous cliffside badlands, sort of craggy, unstable footing. And you guys follow a river all the way down to this like beautiful, elegant seaside beach, some sort of like inland.
Oh,
sea.
my plan is going to be so much easier now.
You can't see anything off in the distance. Whatever you might be seeking appears to be just off in the horizon, but Reginald sort of steps onto the sand of this long beach and points off to the horizon. He's like, I know where we need to go. Queen Mom told me that the great-grandmother would be on an island just out of sight. Foresaw it.
Very good. Let's see. Do I have something to help us with this? I do. If we want to do it. I have a spell of water breathing.
I think, though, I have a spell of water walk.
You have water walk?
That can take me, or up to 10 willing creatures can walk on liquids for an hour.
That's what I can do too, up to 10.
But is yours water
For an hour.
breathing?
Mine's for 24 hours.
And you wouldn't need to cast it. You wouldn't need to cast it on me because Isla can breathe underwater.
I could use that. I could even show you how to cast that as a ritual.
But I could cast water walk.
Could I do that
Yes.
as a ranger?
This is new for 2024 D&D. Every spellcaster can cast ritual spells. It's just a feature of a thing. It's not class dependent anymore. Previously, rangers could.
This also doesn't require material components.
Okay. I would like to learn that.
It's still a dex save.
Why does it not require material components? Oh, because
It's a 4th level spell at
Because
the
it's
moment.
innate.
Yeah, okay.
Right, you can hold on to that slot. That's pretty
I
good.
have, but yeah, I have water walk.
We just take 10
Hold
minutes.
on to your spell slot.
Prepare the necessary things, and you'll cast this probably at the end of this ritual, but
Yeah, you can cast water breathing, and I'll cast water walk in case my water walk fails before I
Yes.
can cast it again. And then I can cast it when we're underwater, and then we can walk on water again.
Mhm.
Wait, how long does your breathing thing last?
24 hours.
Solid. So
Yeah.
mine only lasts an hour, but like
we'll see how far we get in an
Together.
hour.
it's
Alright,
so hard to
so-
get an
Is
hour.
that-
Most of us have.
Is that going to mean I'm going to be able to replace that spell?
No, you still need to have it prepared,
Okay.
but you can cast it without expending a spell slot for the day.
I see.
It just takes longer to get, which isn't a big consequence
Okay.
in this particular instance.
So
Water
we
walk.
will-
In that time, Reginald sort of re-ups the telepathic bond between you all. You guys have, it would have been an hour past that they even found this chest weasel and Fall of the River and everything, so you guys don't hear about that, but you'll make your trip short enough. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock already. So, I guess the 4 of you, including Gurney,
Journey.
That's
Actually, it is Journey. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is Journey. It's just I spelled it differently.
stop.
Yeah, to believe it.
Well, we can't keep that. We can't afford that.
Yeah. You can have up to a few seconds
Right.
for free.
The
So its name is Journey.
It is Journey, but I spelled it
Okay.
Gerny.
oh, so you're able to take this water walk spell most of the way there. Pretty much as soon as you get off the coast, you begin to see materializing off in the horizon an island that sort of has this like centralized hill atop it with like many coconut trees that appear to be vibrant and full. you guys get most of the way there throughout the hour before the water walk spell wears off, and all of you splash into the water. But with swim speeds from the ranger and the rogue, the wizard sort of falling behind, you guys are eventually able to make it to shore. I'll say Reginald has to cast like enhanceability on himself to give him
Just grab a
advantage
hold
on
of your
athletics,
journey.
but he can sort of enhance his strength as he assists as he gets assistance from journey.
There you go.
That's totally fair. So quickly, I'll say maybe taking the time to re-up the telepathy spell, the telepathic bond between us at the new coastline. The three of us see this sort of.
Don't forget about Kevin.
Kevin is there as well, yes, as well as my familiar.
Was Kevin with us too?
Yeah.
You can see this
I would have tied a rope around him and dragged him across.
like beautiful, lustrous, sort of tropical paradise island. I'll say, just as you guys were swimming, did any of you get a taste of the water? Did any of you try?
Might as well. Yeah, I'll say I did.
So you're expecting it to be salty or perhaps like fresh water. What you get
Is
is
it
like,
sweet?
there's a pang of sour, and then it becomes sweet, and then it's gone.
They
It is a Sour Patch Kids.
Well, my
Like,
dog,
water.
I'm sure.
like people will think
So,
Right.
that's a journey.
It is nice.
What the
It's
heck?
strange. It's like there's it's like the flavor of water at the end when there's nothing left in your mouth almost. Does that make
Is
sense?
that about the most refreshing drink of water I've had in a while?
So you guys sort of cross this strange sea of tropical dreams that you heard before. You can see this beautiful, like, vibrant sort of tropical island has lots and lots of full, ripe, fruit-bearing plants.
Don't eat any.
Coconuts are all over. There's like
No,
watermelon
seriously.
and pineapple. These like beautiful.
If you eat any food in the
full
Feywild given to you in the
melons.
Feywild, you stay in the Feywild. You can't leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
That is true.
And as you sort of look around at
You
this
not eat
like,
any food you are given in the
beautiful,
Feywild.
lustrous garden atop that sort of like surrounds this hill that appears to have a burrow built into it, almost like a hobbit hole. You can see at the front of this hill is this little like red, devilish, tiny, like imp figure, sort of flapping his infernal wings, and he's got a little like spiked
All of a sudden-
tail.
I'm not on Journey right now.
Okay.
You hear Journey.
Right.
It's kind of stiffened up and looking at
The
him.
imp goes "Ah!" and sort of flies into the air to be out of sight or to be out of reach of this loud noise.
So much for
So I call out,
stealth,
I
my
said-
dude.
I said, "Don't worry, he won't bite you.
We can't take it back.
He's just noisy.
Now if I don't let him.
He won't do anything if I don't let him."
I don't believe you. He's still sort of floating in the air.
Said, "Hi, my name is Shorty."
No!
No, that's not how that works. I have to ask for it first.
Okay.
I could.
He's not giving it to me. He's telling me. Thank you. You may call me Blimwort.
Blimwort.
Oh, Blimwort.
Blimwort. Oh, Blimwort.
And your friend there is right. You shouldn't eat the fruit. I assume you might have been saying that out loud.
Yeah.
See, we are here to see the. I didn't write that down. What's her name?
Great grandmother.
The great grandma.
It's one of her titles.
We're here to see the great grandma.
Ah, indeed, you're in the right place. Yes, her island is full of curses and dangers, so I advise you, do not eat the fruit, and especially, do not cast spells around my mistress.
Well, thank
Definitely, don't get caught in her lightning.
I appreciate the warning on that. Is there any way you could lead us up?
"Oh, I'm not permitted inside. You would have to contend with her yourself," and sort of ushers or gestures to the double doors at the in the front of this underground sort of pillar.
Oh, nice. Hobbit style. So, well, thank you very much, Grimward. Thank you very much for your help. So we start walking by, and I'm holding on to Journey, as Journey's like,
I'll be a little nice here. As Journey is like sniffing the imp untrustfully, Reginald sort of zips up and goes, sorry, the question was, is there anything else you should tell us about the great grandmother?
yeah, that's
And
probably
the
a good
imp
question.
goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, I assure you, I know nothing else. That's all I can help you with." Let's make an inside check.
Insight.
I'll make one
Whoever
too.
wants to. This time we're each going to do one.
This time we're each gonna do one.
Motherfucker, I rolled a 22 again.
Oh, well, I got a natural 3 for a 10.
17?
17
I rolled a
is
22.
hard to read, but I'll say with the reliable talent.
Dice hate me.
It was still a battle. It doesn't matter whether it was a good battle or it wasn't a good battle.
Did you know about this stuff?
Shit's going down.
Baldur's Gate sent me the Iron
Like-
Apparently it's got that 127 history in it. Oh, yeah, Baldur's Gate book. Just to read it over and see if they
By omission.
You know what, Shitty?
What did you say?
I looked up the dice.
I said absent.
By
The
omission.
other day when we were there. They don't have it on Amazon.
Kinda?
Something else.
You're not certain on a 22.
That's full potential. It's part of the other.
10 plus.
Yeah.
It's
Do you guys
It's really staring at me.
You guys
step
enter?
in?
Well, I'm gonna knock.
Okay. You sort of hear this like this like creaking old wood sort of. Oh, I forgot. There was one more thing on the outside. Each of you roll a perception check. Just for fun.
Perception, I think I have.
Perception.
Yep, I'm.
You should be good.
Nice, Spazzo.
He's so spazzy McSpazzerson.
Nice, Spaz Kitty.
It's a 15 plus
Spaz.
15 plus 20. That's 36.
27.
Ooh, okay, so 2 successes. So as you guys are walking towards the house, what you see sort of off to the side amongst the, like, the different fruit-bearing plants and, like, bushes and, like, shorter, like, melon plants.
Yes.
There appears to be, like, a large section of, like, disturbed, recently disturbed earth that's, like, maybe 6 feet long. Woman.
Okay.
That's what you see.
Well, that's not good. I'm gonna take Journey over and sniff.
Okay. I'd say go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay, investigation is under
That's intelligence.
intelligence. Okay, I have not much. Okay, there it is. Well, I do have a good plus on that one anyway.
Oh my goodness, spaz. Look,
That's
you
what I
can
think
have
it is.
that.
That would make that a 21.
21, okay.
Yeah, because I can actually roll.
I know, Spaz Kitty.
Yeah, actually, that just went up another 7. 28.
Okay, so what you see as you sort of investigate in here is that the disturbed earth, you sort of brush a few things away. It's a chest. It's like a buried chest that's only like loosely buried, but it
Is it
appears
gold?
to be. It's similar in makeup to like the chest
It's the
weasel that you
fucking
encountered
weasel.
before, but it appears to be a different style chest. Like it's not.
Now do
You get the
it.
sense it's not a mimic, and you get the sense it's not the thing you just saw, but it's also just on this island.
Should we leave
Should
it?
we open it or should we leave it?
Well, you are outside somebody's house on an island.
You haven't quite pushed enough dirt out of the way to open it
Nah,
yet. You
let's
just
leave it.
pushed enough
We
to
can
see.
come back for it.
I think we, yeah,
We can go back for it.
yes,
Can
maybe.
you?
She might teleport us somewhere else.
You know, that's fine with me, honestly. I really don't care. I don't want to be on her bad side.
I don't know. It's here.
Maybe it's her secret drugs. I don't know.
No. And it's freshly
Secret
planted,
stash,
so
man.
And she just came home from Michigan.
but why would it be planted by the melons in the melon?
The melon.
As a
roll.
disguise.
The melon. roll.
We did get away with one. Maybe we should just bypass it.
Okay.
But he wants us to open it.
Okay, fine. I'll open it.
DM wants
Can I
us
pick?
to open
Can I dig it around it more and open
Let's
the lock?
dig. Yeah, we'll dig it out a little bit more. Take a look at it.
This is a great idea.
Okay,
I
Do
want
I have
to do.
advantage?
I know. I would have done it too.
I'll say that as part
Oh,
of
yeah,
this
because you know
enhanceability
you
thing that
get
Reginald's been doing, sure, you can have advantage on this stuff.
20. Dirty.
20 total? Well, I don't think you can roll lower than 23.
Oh. 23.
So, that is actually not enough for
Can I
this
try again?
chest.
Mm.
You
did
fumble
have a
with the
chance.
lock for a while, and you get like a really bad feeling. You can try it again.
Okay. Nope. We're good. Bad feeling. Let's leave.
I'm good.
All right. I repair it.
Okay.
I tried.
You quickly throw some of
Repair
that.
it?
Once.
Go back and
Knock on the door.
Where he knock on the door. Yes. Clunk clunk. Clunk clunk.
The door sort of opens on its own.
She wants us to come in on our own.
Shoot, do I have any
Can
WD-40?
I stick my head in and make a perception check?
Yes.
I have 120 dark for
Got a little bit of cooking.
30.
there. I'm gonna
Dirty
put it
30.
So as you look into this room, you can see like a cauldron next to a fully stocked alchemy station.
I
This
totally
is
lied.
like
It's a dirty 29.
29. Oh no, so low. So the floor here that you could see just appears to be like one large room, and I'll say out of 29 you see stairs leading elsewhere. But what you see in this room appears to be like an alchemy station, just like fully stocked, lots of herbs and potions and things like that. There is a medieval stretching torture device in the back left of this room. And on the right side, there's like this quaint kitchen space that sort of is surrounding a wood-burning stove.
I'll relay it back to you two. What I see.
Wood burning stove. On the right.
Yeah, on the right side, there's a wood-burning stove with a kitchen sort of around it, like a little kitchen setup. And then on the left side is like medieval torture equipment and an alchemy station.
Right. Trying to draw them out here a little bit. And where was the stairs?
The stairs are on the right side, closer to the kitchen. Kind of like the stairs are in the back right, the torture set's in the back left.
Oh, you can't.
Okay. Well, alchemy station, boom, right kind of in the middle. Alchemy, little vials on the table there. So
We should leave her stuff alone, though.
I don't think we should touch anything.
We should just.
Hello.
Hello.
Is anybody here?
The words
Granny?
echo in this room.
We should just go
Great
up the
granny?
stairs.
Grandma?
We should slowly make our way through, not touch fucking shit, and just go up the stairs.
I first.
Checking for traps
I'm
the
gonna,
whole
I'm
way
gonna give
there.
Journey. I'm gonna because I keep saying Gurney. I said I'm gonna give Journey a little snack so he's not hungry. and I'm gonna say sniff. And I'm gonna be beside him as we walk with check
For
Alright,
traps.
so you just
Check
gotta,
for
you
stuff.
guys are just going to work together and sort of
work our
check
way
this
through
place
here.
out. You
What do you
pass an alchemy station as you guys slowly creep into the room. I'll ask for a check in a second, I promise.
Let's see right now.
Among some different tinctures and tonics, there's this one potion that's sort of in a larger bottle. It's like a bright yellowish with this like little wisps of black that sort of float around, and you can see as you're crossing it, the black lines actually start to move and spin on their own. There, you walk past the kitchen where you can feel like warmth and quaintness, and then it's immediately as you walk into the back section of the room, all that warmth is gone as you approach the sort of torture set. It feels cold in that part of the room, but you step into the stairwell. Who's going first?
What's your perception?
Very good.
Plus.
Very high, plus 21.
Plus 24.
Yeah.
He's going first.
Okay.
Well, no,
So
that's
Shorty's
Plus
going to sort of
advantage.
take the lead. Yeah, between the teamwork here, you can absolutely have advantage on these checks. Go ahead and
If I said
roll
pyro, I would
perception.
turn into you just without your spellcasting.
I rolled a 3 and a 2. That one's on the
As long
side.
as it meets my
It
level.
is cocked a little bit.
as long
I'd
as
say
it
go ahead and
can
reroll
turn
that.
into either meets my level and challenge.
There we
level,
go.
Or
That's
level for
33.
level,
A
I turn into-
33.
Oh, I
Cool.
rolled a higher challenge than that.
So
Well, your level.
as
I rolled
you're
a 2 and a 3 originally.
Speaking
walking
of
down
level
the
20,
stairs,
I could turn into
you,
that
you,
you're
you
saying
sort
is-
of
Oh, we're going down.
yeah, it's
Okay,
downstairs.
okay, it's down.
You sort
Oh,
of
it was
look
I could get you
around,
by
and you
turning
can
into you.
as each step the
You'd
wood
have
sort of
everything I have.
creaks.
All without
Right.
the spells. Like you wouldn't be able to cast spells or
Even
speak
for
as
your
you.
like
You probably
relatively
wouldn't get
small
one,
gnome
yeah.
form.
Hello, great grandma.
Everything
you
else turns to
stop
what you had. I would have all
on
your
one stair,
infusions.
and you look down, and near
I would
invisible,
even have
but
my
you
own
can
little
see it
cabin.
with your amazing perception
in the
check.
shape of you.
Appears to be a
Or I can
glyph
make
of
a cabin.
You
warding
can't do that in this game.
on the stair. A magical
This is
effect.
written just like Pyro's AC.
It is a trap.
I can do it.
You mark it for your friends,
Which one's
and
which?
you're able to
Which
easily
one's
move
which?
around
you
it.
wouldn't
You've already
talk, we just put on
approached
a
it
little
and it
show
hasn't gone
together.
off, so you just
Be
kind
like,
of avoid stepping on it.
Right.
And
We both
You
hold
each have
on
a
at the
second
same
one?
time, different hands. Sandwich.
Great. This is Dungeons and Dragons after all.
It is a dungeon!
We're going into a dungeon. So yeah, I tell you guys, be careful of this. Journey? Jump.
I wouldn't be able to cast it.
you guys
So,
cross it with
alright.
Gave
ease.
me haste.
You
Yeah,
get into
I
the
can do
next room.
Yeah.
You can see
I would
this
have the
room
same
appears to
amount
be
of bonbons as you had
filled
turned
with
into.
like
Yeah,
beaded
But
curtains. It's similar
total,
in the
I could
last
double
room
the
was
bomb,
like
but
a floor on its
300.
own, but the next floor appears to have these multiple like beaded curtains, and at the ends of the curtains there are shrunken heads.
If we had
Oh! Here's a voodoo.
Yeah, Miss Rudolph, the voodoo lady. Say, I go up and I kind of tap on one of the heads. Say, you awake?
so
It just sort of
things we could do.
swings back and forth. It
Who
doesn't
would you
just
like?
Item, I put that in
would you get closest?
Was okay.
Get the
What is
super
Journey
buses.
gonna do?
Everything
Journey's gonna
transforms into you.
sniffing at him.
Everything I
Maybe
have
licks one.
transforms.
I feel like he licks one, and then he goes
I would have all your stats, all your
Yeah,
abilities.
please.
I wouldn't have any of my
like he doesn't throw up, but it's that very much like dog retching sort of
Yeah.
moment, where it's like, are you gonna throw up? And then he's
Luckily, our dog doesn't do that.
not yet.
He hasn't got a hold of something to retch up yet.
Well, we're
No.
pretty good about that. Actually.
We're actually really good about keeping our spaces clean so he doesn't get like underwear.
look, he ate a sock.
Yeah, Rudy, our older
See,
mate's
that's
dog,
the thing,
oh,
that's
he
where
ate
my food
her
comes in.
underwear
I
all
go to
the
0, I
time.
go straight to
The-
half my original
But you
HP.
won't
Most
have your
of it
button.
was.
Let's see. What do I have? Do I have a stick?
So
Does anybody have a
once I
staff? Or
reach 0,
It was
it
mostly
automatically
her
transforms
fault.
me
She,
back,
she left it on the
giving
ground
me
where
my
he could
feet
eat them.
does
again.
anybody have a
So
staff
when
to move
when
these
that happens, I
beads
just go
back and forth?
I have
back to
a
being
movable rod. I will
with half
activate it.
my
I'll just
health.
use
Well,
the
I've got
rod.
that staff, and I've got this this flute.
All right. Let's. I'll let you guys lead through here because I'm not gonna.
Hold on.
I guess I could get
It
my
wouldn't
bow
put
out.
you to 560, you don't
Sorry,
take
guys,
it.
we're taking a while.
No, you're good. Did you say
Well,
this was going to
there's-
take an hour?
For our stuff, there's nothing prepared. We're basically, this is what we're
Okay.
probably gonna
I
do.
have something for you, but
Oh.
I'm just depending on where we get to. So let me see here because the beads. One of us
We can't do that.
pulls the
That's
beads
so-
apart.
I know you
Um,
can, but we can't do that. to
there
us
is,
as
like,
DMs.
A massive
What?
fish tank.
You're a
um,
true polymorph enemy.
It's not a stat block.
No,
It wouldn't have
no,
your magic.
no. It says as long as my level meets the level or challenge rating, I can turn into him.
Okay, I can't. I can't do
No.
this right now. We're in the middle of a different thing.
I think that's bullying.
Uh,
of
It's
the
not bullying.
alcohol.
It's
I think you're bullying my
So,
husband.
Here,
Fish tank.
here's what I'll say. the yeah, you can see a fish tank, and inside, full of snapping, angry piranhas.
Oh, great.
It's just a fish tank.
Just
Oh,
a
now
fish
they're
tank.
glowfish.
Oh, it's a good thing
Okay.
I gave us some water
You-
breathing.
Reginald pulls the second one aside and sees this like large singular mirror sort of on a pedestal.
Yeah, let me see.
Don't
It's
look
in
in the
like
mirror
the
yet.
second line.
Don't look in the mirror.
Keep on
Why not?
walking. Are there more stairs?
You don't see any stairs here, but as the two of you pull apart the next sort of beaded curtains, one of them is concealing what looks to be like an obviously magical chamber pot.
Check training for prestidigitation.
And then the other one, as Reginald pulls it aside, he goes, "Oh, look, stairs,
See,
downstairs."
that doesn't even,
Great.
the creature part doesn't even matter.
Let's
Because
go.
technically you are
Are we
considered
going
a
down, or
human.
are we gonna
With
mess
the
with
way
one of
the-
these?
I
Other
ain't
goodies.
Nope, I ain't touching shit, man.
I don't know. I think the
I'm a little
mirror.
spooked.
The mirror sounds kind of cool,
I can turn
but it
into
sounds like we could get trapped in the mirror.
Yeah, let's not look in the mirror.
That's not.
Isla, roll me a perception with advantage.
Oh, I mean, or otherwise benefit from
22.
What? Jason.
So you kind of, you're looking around, and this is the first time any of you has really looked up. You look up and you're expected to just see like a plain ceiling, but it's hard. It's weird. It almost seems like there's light emanating from the ceiling, and you look up and you squint and you can't see anything. That's what you see on a 22. It's about this time that like a voice sort of echoes and booms through the chamber.
Let's not do it right now.
Legend, so nice of you to join us.
Hello,
You
great
are-
grandma.
Mother, great grandmother,
Great grandma.
great grandmother.
Grandmother. Okay.
You are divided.
Not by my choice.
Interesting. And that's where we're gonna cut.
Oh
To our
boy.
buddies in the
You said that so great.
Thanks.
That was good.
Gear melds into the new form. that
Okay.
you can't use or otherwise benefit
Let me
from any
pull.
of that equipment. How can you use anything I have?
Yeah.
I can benefit from what you have.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm going to change the music really quickly.
I've been really
Well, at least I didn't
lately
hear it.
because of an idea I just got.
The teleportation circle brings you to the Autumn Court. No ifs, rolls, anything. You look out, you can see this like in a way the spring court was buildings built of trees and living creatures or living plants like an ancient elf city would be. The Autumn Court is full of vibrant elder trees bloomed in autumn colors, but the buildings here are like a collection of like adobe homes painted all of the different colors of the light spectrum. There's like a full rainbow kaleidoscope as you look over at the like brilliantly blues and yellows of the homes that are sort of interlaced amongst each other. You can immediately tell each separate home from another because they're all just different colors. They've got different color roofs and changes, and they're all next to each other, but they fit seamlessly like the pieces of a puzzle. And the like brilliant reds and oranges and yellows of dying leaves as winter approaches of the autumn trees is just not understated, but
Oscar's
underlined
getting
and
emotional.
highlighted by the cascade of colorful buildings before you.
I'm assuming we see the palace, which is majestic.
Right. It's almost like built into the side of a mountain. This sort of like massively defensible like keep with castle and wall around it. There's buildings built into its walls that appear to be homes for regular people, and what seems to be like farms built in such a way that that each of them catches much of the like cresting sunset sunlight as possible to feed the people here, but you're able to like quickly be whisked within the section of walls because they wouldn't keep a teleportation circle inside their secret, their safe, their panic room, right?
I
We
love that.
made it.
You're quickly whisked up by a ladrin of this court that say that the Archfey has been expecting you, and that we've received word from the Spring Court that you're to be brought right to.
Shit.
Then,
Pyro literally, after he says that, I go, shit.
What? We wanted to go meet him anyway.
Well, yeah, but we only came here to tell them.
I came here
The
to
fort-
see.
The other
protect
cities
district
were
and
already
wanted
fortified.
to-
I told
The other
you
courts were already
twice
fortified.
on different days that we.
Listen, my whole plan was to stay here in case Vecna attacked early because you never know.
Why am I so stupid?
I can always teleport you back, buddy.
Yeah,
Not
but-
to where they're at. We don't
Well,
know
definitely
that.
not to where they're at.
Right.
But
Nope. Let's go. They have been expecting us, and we shall show up
because we were expected.
because we were expected. That's what we're gonna
I'm gonna
do.
follow the Eldrin.
I'll
Okay.
follow as well.
You guys are given like essentially a police escort up through these defensive like castle gates to eventually crest into the keep, the central structure of this building. Contrary to it being like a single keep that is a tower, the keep is like a castle in its own, and it's got 4 different precipices where here I'm just gonna pull up. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, that's a. It looks like one of these, essentially.
Oh,
But it's much more bright and vibrant colors. This is a castle from Age of Empires 2.
Just so y'all know.
I like it. As you are led
I know
from
that's what it's been a minute. I was.
the entryway halls to this next chamber, you can see the defenses here have been taken very seriously. There are mages that are like hobgoblin and elves that are here and ready to defend the castle grounds, sort of on like perches above. You can see that as you're whisked into the throne room, there are like people that just sort of flank you and appear to be ready to counterspell in case you do something untoward, because they're suspicious of everything right now.
Okay, yes, I know that. I'm gonna whisper to Pyro real quick. Keep your focus on any kind of teleportation spell. Like if someone was to travel, like Vecna does, keep your
Okay.
senses open for that.
Alright, I'll keep senses for planar travel.
Alright, you're keeping an eye out for that. It's pretty solid. As you guys approach, you can see the figure before this. For a second, I thought my notes. For the figure atop this throne at the end of this long throne room. It's got a fucking red carpet that leads to it, right? And the figure sort of turns around and sits back in their throne, but as they are turned away from you, it's these like brilliant, vibrant moth wings. This like sort of I don't know how else to put it, but this like beautiful, angelic, feminine Mothman appears before you.
That's
and
exactly what I
sits-
want.
There's like a crown
God, I love
of
this
emerald
moth.
forged from gemstone on her head, and she sort of raises a hand and addresses you. Greetings, legends. I am Farragonda, the Moth Blossom.
How do you know the spelling for that?
It's like almost all A's. Faragona.
I expected another A with the O's.
And then it's Farragonda, the Moth Blossom, which is one word.
The moth blossom.
You said this was a queen?
An archfey. Doesn't appear to be queenly or kingly necessarily, just sort of with an air of royalty.
Greetings. I'm sure you have heard of Vecna's travel to this plane.
The threat would have been taken less seriously if another archfey had not warned me of this. But yes, I've heard that my sister Titania and her husband Oberon are dead. Worse, it seems.
Truly dead.
That is a shame, for it is known that archfey
We
are
got literally
capable of resurrection.
Cut
Right.
literally spoke to
Or
her.
reincarnation. She says reincarnation.
And more importantly, we lost a pillar.
Exactly.
You lost a pillar?
Tell
I'm
me,
sorry, but I baited you into that one. So you were talking about how bad he called it, how bad the death of your sister was, and I go, but more importantly, we lost a pillar, and you go, yeah. And so, more importantly than the death of your sister, it was that a pillar was gone instead of. I'm
I
sorry.
stand by it. No,
That's my bad.
This
I
is-
thought
Well,
it was
apparently
funny.
they bickered.
that is what you got at the
Okay.
response of the archfey.
Okay.
It looks at you and it's like, serious. What a shame.
It
moves
I'm
on.
gonna go ahead and say Pyro's laughing his ass off.
The three of us hear Pyro laughing in all of our minds.
Well, Pucker would have laughed with him too. That was pretty fun.
Just for fun, what's gonna happen is the archfey will look at you and goes, "Quiet," and your telepathic bond ends.
You guys no longer hear laughing.
Just puppet.
Yeah.
Just me.
Well,
You can
you're-
hear them.
You're right
I
with
can
all
still do that.
seriousness, so with it being serious, and I agree with you fully, why are you not hiding?
That's the catch-22 of it, wouldn't you say? I need to hide to protect myself from Vecna, but any efforts to sufficiently hide from an arch-lich would render my realm weakened. I can't leave this domain of delight, because it would lose all power without me here.
But who said you had to leave it? Don't you have some type of dungeon underneath your palace with all kinds of intricate funnels to lead you to your panic room?
I don't like what you're implying, sir.
Your shirt.
Sorry, fallout room.
No, that's not what I meant.
Panic room.
Well, that's what I said, but then I was like, well, she's like, that doesn't sound right. I was like,
No, I meant it like the way,
fallout
like, how dare you assume a
Vecna
queen needs a
clearly knows
panic
what they're
room.
doing. They probably know how to get in that panic room.
You never know. But,
Whoa.
I'm trying to remember.
he can't see through walls.
Nobody can teleport through
Words are, oh man.
them. You use scrying, you can.
Oh, that would be a trick.
Would you all the
You
way
don't
back?
see it. No, you
I'll
don't
talk to
see
you
it.
later about
What's the name of the? I think it's in like the second Lord of the Rings movie where they're being sieged by like a whole orc army, and it's like
Oh, the battle of that one thing.
yeah, I can't remember the name of that place.
Hey, Dad, do you remember the big fight against the orcs where they were like in that walled off, impenetrable fort?
It was like a
In Lord of
place
the
where
Rings.
the
Oh,
where the dwarves had carved it out, and then the men of Rohan were hiding in it.
Yes.
Everyone on the internet's going to laugh at us for not
Yeah,
remembering.
exactly. You're D&D and you should know that. I don't know.
I actually
Watched
did.
all of them.
I watched them all, but jeez, it was so long ago. But so
The
that
place has never been.
Something key. Right?
So,
Battle of something
Orange
key.
key.
Orange key?
Oh,
Orange.
Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep.
There we go. So-
yeah.
hey, all right, redeem.
Kind of in the nature of Helm's Deep, I'm going to describe, like, there are a series of passages and secure shelter ways within the mountain itself that could be used in the event of a siege or attack. However, the most efficient way of getting me to a secure location is from this room here.
Alright. Don't die.
Perhaps I am bait.
Oh. So if
Okay.
you're using yourself as bait, when do you, how long have you been using yourself as bait since you've heard from the Spring Court?
I simply intend to imply that the scenario I've encountered myself in renders me little more than bait. I cannot leave, nor can I stay, for he would find me anywhere. This is where I am safest, but yet where I am most vulnerable.
What if I could put you somewhere he can't get to and stay in the realm?
It's possible. The realm itself would need to be protected.
We can protect it. We got more allies out there looking for the grandmother at the moment.
And the grandmother should be helping us because the Spring Court mob queen told us that for us to find the grandmother, she would be able to further fortify the Spring Court, and that's where our friends have went right now to go and find the grandmother to get her aid.
You know nothing of hags or their intentions.
Are you
They will not
talking-
help without some advantage in kind given to them.
Wait a second, time out, man.
What?
You're
So-
telling me this grandmother's
Time out, ma'am. Time out. So you're telling me that your Spring Queen mistress lady sent our friends to an art hag.
I boned crazy.
It's probably why she sent you. Didn't work it well enough.
Hey, it's not my fault. It was my first time.
Get it together, man.
I think
Yes,
it's-
I am saying that you've left your friends alone to contend with an arch hag that otherwise would not have
ample reason.
it. By nature, are fickle and exploitative. Yes.
Right. Do you know her weakness?
Alas, I do not.
Shit.
Roll an insight check.
Can I? Because I'm right there.
Yeah, you both can. Two of you can.
17. Fuck.
23.
23.
Bardic Inspiration.
Who, me?
Yes, you. You rolled higher.
That's 26.
26.
Flash of Genius, 32.
It's not a saving throw. Fuck.
Flash of Genius works on ability checks or saves.
Oh, does it? Never mind. Use it. 33.
Okay.
33.
32 insight check. I'll tell you just in front of the board for this one. You sense that this figure is telling the truth, that they definitely do not know of the weakness. And on a 30 plus, you know that is because they are under the effect of a spell.
Hold on.
Hang on. We
Yeah.
can't react
Well,
right
No,
now because there are a shit ton of
Yeah,
people
there's
around
people
us.
around us.
Make an Arcana check.
Justin?
He's the only one who's getting this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Natural 18.
Plus?
That's a 24.
Okay, 24 is very good for an Arcana check. I'd say that you've heard of Modify Memory. You're not certain that's what this is. Oh, you think it might be?
I'm gonna.
That would have to be a dispel magic. You have it?
Yes, I prepared it today.
So I'm holding my rod of absorption right now.
Alright, you want me to...
Because I use it like my little instrument.
I'm
stringing
gonna
thing. I
kinda-
have it
I like
set
that.
up like that.
I'm gonna kinda
But-
look at this.
I want to hand it to. I want to slide it to him, so he can use it to cast a spell.
So
I think that's kind of... We don't have the telepathic bond. I don't know
That's
if we'd
right.
be
You're not
able
with
to.
you. Yeah, that's right. Yours was silence.
So with that information that I have,
Can I actually talk to them?
I'm gonna have Pyro be smart and not impulsive.
Yeah,
let's
you should
see.
warn us.
I really
Shut
need
up.
to
Give me a
think.
second.
So I can either do that. Alright, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do this because I prepared it and I believe in it. I'm gonna be like, here, I think I can help you remember a little bit better. And I'm gonna dispel magic.
make a persuasion check.
Oh no. Can I just cast it instead?
I can't give you a.
I'd say you can make a persuasion check, or you can make 5 Constitution saving throws.
Huh? 5?
You're casting a spell on the Archfey.
I'll take the 5 con save.
Oh, that's right. Everyone's gonna try and attack you with cons.
Okay,
Counter
these
spell.
figures here are not. They are not an Archhag. The
Okay.
DC is 20.
Okay.
For each one.
You need to succeed on all 5.
I succeeded on all 5.
No shit.
No way.
Because you have a really big
I have
combo,
a
is
plus
right?
17.
That's right.
All I had to
You
do
say cojones?
all I had to do was roll 3.
Imagine you rolling 1-1, and I'm like, I'll take that.
Cojones.
The dispel magic happens. It's within 120 feet, so you're just able to reach out and it happens.
Well, I
but
figure
there's
we're within like 10 or
yeah,
so.
you don't have to like reach out and touch them to make it happen though. It just happens, right? So the all you watch as 5 third-level spells are just repelled off of Pyro's form as
Fucking jumps
the,
back.
I glow purple when they do.
as Farragonda the moth blossom raises her wings and goes, I remember. She made me forget. That bitch.
As soon as she
Are
says
your-
that
hang
bitch,
on.
I'm mentally telling them guys to stop
Hang on, you
moving.
can't yet.
It's too late.
We're
We're
ended.
either.
No, you are ended. I'm not. He said I'm not.
But
I
that-
was the only one still connected. with
It's
them.
true, but this is because your thing is happening much before what they just
Okay,
did.
So when she
Yes.
says,
You guys
she
started
made
off at
me
the same
for-
time.
She made me forget that bitch. As you in that, I'm gonna say, are any of your other members under the same spell you were? I need to mark that spell slot as well.
I'm the only one who could have known.
So you do remember what she's afraid of.
I'm just gonna make sure.
Parakeets.
Her anathema. It is a flower that only blooms when time stops.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Anathema?
Yeah.
That's just the thing that she hates.
Right.
ANA THEMA.
So does that mean you're capable of stopping time?
Alas, I am not. I knew only of this.
Know anyone who can?
Yeah, Reginald with Wish.
Fuck. Actually, no, he couldn't do that. Well, I mean,
He could, but that.
well, the
okay.
time stop spell's level 9.
Right.
He wouldn't be able to cast Wish to replicate it.
What
Do you ask
spells
him?
do you have?
Do you
Because
ask him?
Reginald, he's not there. We can't ask
Well,
Reginald.
He's telepathically bonded
Oh.
to Reginald right now, and he just found this out.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell everyone to stop moving where they are, even though it's too late and they're already inside the house.
Don't go!
No, we're not- actually, this kind of retro things because this is happening again before we got.
No,
even-
we'll have to
no,
talk
what
about
we're
it.
saying is your time span that it took for you guys to go and get to the hags.
It
point
basically
where
took
you're
our
at,
time to walk.
This is what happened in the same time as what you guys did here.
Which is
Well,
why I
I
said
think-
it would have been too late and the door probably would have closed right behind you guys.
No,
we were
you guys have spent like maybe half an hour in the autumn court.
Oh shit.
we were lost
Like-
out in the woods at this point.
That's
Yeah.
right.
This is what your scene started with and what their scene started with was the same period in time. So you guys have had some conversation, but it's like
Oh, look.
They're
still
also
coming.
inside the house now.
Yes.
So,
Well, they've stepped inside. That's correct.
okay.
But you can
Well,
teach
what are
them
you
something
doing?
right now. So
Why
do you
are
ask?
closing early?
I'm gonna be like,
Well, he's not on
Can-
us.
Oh,
could you possibly use
Think
wish
of
to
this?
stop time?
she just
That
says
is-
she doesn't have the.
That is
Reginald.
not within.
Huh?
Oh, Reginald.
Oh,
You
sorry.
said talk to Reginald. That's what
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
sorry. I
doing.
got confused. Because you were saying wish.
Well, Reginald knows wish, right? That's what you said.
No, that wouldn't work. I just know time stop.
You know times.
Yeah.
So
Reginald knows everything.
you guys are heading to an archhag right now, and her
Okay.
and math. What is it called again?
Anathema.
Her anathema is a flower that only blooms when time stops.
Oh, that's so badass.
But you guys are heading to an archhag right now.
Arch.
That is who the grandmother is.
I'll write down that in my notes after, because I should have done that to begin with.
That means the
That
other one
makes
was
sense.
underneath.
That's the only creature that could help us.
Ask him if he can use that spell so we can get one.
Well, he would have to do it where he is to do it.
You hear in your head said, "Who are you talking to?"
Hang on.
I just need a short rest.
To Roscoe.
He just needs a short rest to do it.
You just need a short
Ask
rest.
him. Oh, hey, beautiful moth bitch.
Beautiful mom, bitch.
I'm really gonna have Pyro do that just because that's who he is. Hey, beautiful moth bitch. No offense, you're very beautiful. I mean, no bad ill by that. What are
I'm
you
just
doing after
crossing
this?
his
What are
arms
you
like
doing
sad
after this,
flirting.
actually? No. Where would the flower grow once time stops?
Anywhere in the Feywild.
Anywhere in the
Could it grow
Feywild.
here? Reginald, tell Reginald to time stop. That way we have two different ways to get it. It'll either grow here, and we can walk around for the duration, or he can time stop and find the flower.
You can do it anywhere. It could grow anywhere.
Right, so we're gonna have to walk around.
Reginald, stop time now.
No, not like.
I know.
I'm trying to say not like anywhere as in difficult to find.
Oh.
It's like if you stopped time, it would bloom.
Right,
That's
So-
kind of what I.
tell him to time stop. We just need Reginald to time stop. Tell him to time stop. It's that simple. Reginald! Time stop! Reginald!
That's funny.
I was trying to hold on to my 9th level for today. Maybe if I like get a long rest and I rest cast Foresight, that could work. Anyway, I'm sure an Archhag's not that bad.
You.
Alright, we'll see you later. We'll be
Well,
in
do you
here.
want me to?
Hope to see you later.
Well, you can't speak to it right now, but do you want me to teleport there? If we can retrieve an item from the Archhag's lair, I can get back.
Yes. Tell him to teleport here. Now.
I was gonna
Bad
say we
idea.
could teleport to him if we both draw the same runes. If we both draw the same runes and use the spell, wouldn't I be able to teleport to that set of runes? Or
No,
just
there's not a circle here. We
yeah.
need a teleport.
Well, I have the teleportation spell as well. I have a lot of teleporting things.
Anyway, first things
Yeah.
first.
That's okay.
First
On the
things
real
first.
list.
Do we want... Shit, I can't hear it.
I'll just tell you exactly what
Are
he
you
said.
gonna
Everyone's
read-
gonna think we're crazy because
Yeah.
well,
Okay. Relay back to Reginald. Do we want to time stop first, or do we want to group back together first?
you want to group back together first or time stop?
It would
Group
be
back
easier to
together.
group back together first.
Okay, can he? He said it'd be better to get back together. Okay, all right. So, hibbity hibbity bibbity.
I have one question for the head of this place, though. Do they have an unbloomed flower? And that's why they know about it?
Can they draw us a picture? They don't have cameras.
I don't have a flower to bloom. No, it's more something that
Here
happens because of sheer magical force.
we go. Here's a good question.
Sometimes casting ninth level spells can have unpredictable side effects.
What does it look like? Its
Uh,
description.
it has 12 petals along its center. All of them vibrant green. A green petaled flower with a sort of turquoise center. And then within the center there are smaller blooms. I don't know plant lingua, but there are like central sort of like seeds in the center, almost like a sunflower, right? And those appear turquoise, but have like they glint like diamond.
Okay. 12 petaled, green petaled, turquoise blue, shining like diamond flower.
Green and blue, 12 petal. Yes.
All right. Well, if that's the case, Reginald, can you get us back to you?
I think so.
All right. Give us one moment before you do that. I'm gonna look at. I wrote the name down. Farragonda?
Mhm.
I got that right?
Mob bitch.
Okay. Is there any way you would be able to get in touch with us should something start to happen with your wonderful, beautiful court?
I am capable of casting sending. Yes.
Okay, well, the slightest hint of any kind of disruption within your court, please come to us as soon as possible and we'll run to your aid.
If he can do what you say he can do, I will prepare my wards against interplanar travel.
Yay! Alright. You might want to keep a circle open for us to get here.
As long as it is not dispelled.
Can
Is
I
there?
put it in the corner?
Takes a year to make it permanent.
Well, I guess you better get started. No.
Well, there's one out by the gates.
Right, okay. Alright, tell Reginald to bring us back.
Reginald!
Bring him back.
Reginald!
So that would mean the thing Reginald is looking for on this island is not the Archhag, but perhaps passage to return in the form of an item that would allow him to not have to roll for the teleport. So, as Reginald, Isla, and Shorty sort of behold this spooky, ethereal, sourceless voice, Reginald speaks up. We are travelers. We would seek to be reunited if we could only have permission to take with us an item of your home. There's a long pause. One of you could choose to speak, or if you want to just sit in the silence.
Us? Too?
Ten.
No, them. And Kevin.
Said, you may
Kevin
know
can't speak.
we're
Kevin
here
just
to
meows.
protect
It's the only noise
your
he
realm
makes for some weird reason.
from an evil. What's his name?
Vecna.
When we
Vecna.
shoot him, he goes, yeah!
From Vecna, and us and our compatriots, compadres,
Remember
are
the
trying to
Feywilds
protect
telling that?
the Feywilds from being overrun.
He just told.
Well, he didn't say,
So-
may I have your name, so it's fine.
The silence is broken by the sound of creaking footsteps.
I was steal something on the
Is this room lit because of the light above us?
It is. It's like dim light technically,
Okay.
but this whole room is lit. There's some like shadows kind of cascading from the bead curtains that I described before, but you can
Not
see
that I'm
clearly.
worried because I got dark
Right.
vision.
You got blind side too, right?
Yeah.
So, passing through one of the bead curtains where the stairs were, you could see this like tall, sort of Victorian garbed woman. It's like this completely covering dress that's all in black, almost as if she were in mourning. A pitch black veil hung in front of her face. You could see nothing but the arms of this figure as she approaches past this bead curtain adorned with shrunken heads. Behind her, two other figures sort of skulk into the out of the staircase, both not veiled but sort of wearing like fine garb. You can see these like older sort of like
We're not there.
long-nosed women, like these the features of elven beauty have been like warped and extended so that she's this like old crone. And honestly, there's like two of them, but one of them is sort of I'll describe that a little bit later as the grandmother sort of approaches, the great grandmother, I should say, approaches each of you.
I'm trying to keep Gurney
We're
calm.
still
Right, Gurney's
rubbing his head.
oddly like docile at this moment. He's sitting and he's just kind of staring at what you presume to be the archhag.
Are we
Right.
there?
No.
Okay.
And the connection has ended by this point. So I'm just sort of describing the three of these three figures greet our three
Okay.
compatriots at the moment. Sort of approaches Reginald, says,
Are you listening, Rap?
I
We're back
could
up.
be persuaded to give of you an item of my possession. I would hate to greet only a few legends. I think your full attention would be required here. She sort of pulls out this like, I'll say like this fine black pearl and sets it in Reginald's
No, we
hand.
didn't time stop yet. What was that
Gather
again?
your party and
We're not
return.
fighting yet.
Huh?
We're not fighting.
She says, gather your party and return, Reginald Thunderslash. You will need all of them for what is to come.
Ah,
He sort of closes his hand. He says, it will be done. And that's where we're going to pick up in our next session.
Son of a bitch!
Wow.
Alright.
Alrighty then.
Nice.
Spooky,
Hope you
freaky.
enjoyed.
Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe.